if you said to me, oh, dude, I hate that gym, and every single day I met you, let's go there, you're going to eventually go, fuck off. Yeah, fuck it.
I lost my dad when I was 13 to a bad heart.
When God wants to take you, I'm a big believer in that, you're done.
That's why I always say to people, like, just fucking have fun.
You know, people giving shit to an Olympic athlete. You're like, dude, he's an Olympic athlete. You're just a cunt, so shut the fuck up. Like,
when I grew up and first got in the gym, the first thing I was doing is looking at the biggest guy in the gym. How did he get that big? What's he eating? What's he doing? What's he training?
But overall, just go and lift some weights and shut the fuck up and go eat some fucking food.
So many people are scared to put on a bit of fat.
You take more, you get more. But that's bollocks, because that means if I took 2 grams, then I took 4 grams, then I took 6 grams, I would get bigger every time. I never like focused on gear. Yeah. Did I take it? Fuck yeah, it was great. Have you seen pro bodybuilders? Yeah. Like, have you been around a men's physique guy in person? Have you seen Jeremy Boyndia? Have you seen Ryan Terry? Have you seen these guys? Like, yeah, I'm like, fuck off. Like, it's like this with Sam Sulek. Look, somebody goes, Sam, a good bodybuilder, great bodybuilder. Will he do anything in the Ireland Classic? Fuck no, he should be last. Yeah. Not even last, but he's like, if he makes top 10, I'll be shocked. And you have to be aware of that, like, you know, aware of what your dog is and his limitations. And if your dog doesn't like people, then go get him trained to like people. Like, we've integrated him with dogs, and he likes certain dogs, but other dogs he doesn't. So I'm like, I'm not going to stress him out. Like, if I go and rent a field, I rent a field for her and him, so they play together and they have fun. Yeah,
so
it's
the way
like,
to do it. Yeah.
You know, he's nearly like coming 13, 14. You know what I mean? Like, he's an old dog, so
setting his ways as well.
Yeah, and he's never done anything. Like, he's never attacked anything. Like, but you can tell he just doesn't like other dogs.
Yeah,
so it's like, why stress him out? If you said to me, oh, dude, I hate that gym, and every single day I met you, let's go there, you're going to eventually go, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, mate.
You know
I'm not
interested.
interested.
Like, I've told you already, I'm not a parrot. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. That's the way I feel about dogs. Is like, they have their own integral personalities, and I got him when he was a year old, so he had a lot of these shitty traits in him, and luckily I got rid of most of them. And like, he's okay, like, he'll sniff a dog, but you can tell he's just like, get this fucking cunt away from me, you know what I mean? And like, at least he'll give you that warning, so you're just like, okay, cool. You know.
Obviously the brand's based on him, isn't it?
That's his face.
Yeah.
So he's like, as stupid as it sounds, like, dogs can save you sometimes, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
mate, 100%.
when you're going like through super dark times, and like, everybody has them. Yeah. But I'm not a very like person who puts a lot of stuff on social media. Like, even with my father, I didn't really want to put that up, but then I just thought, my brother put something up, maybe I should, but like, when my grandmother died, my grandfather, you know, a lot of stuff like that, I just don't want to. I want to keep it for me. Yeah. I'm very like that.
I think a lot of people like that, they just keep your personal. I'm the same, like, although I'm massively active on social media,
Luna,
I don't.
Luna, it's a palace. Jesus.
Although I'm massively active on socials, I don't put my personal life on it.
Yeah.
I put stuff about the shop, stuff about my coaching.
100%.
But like, I did a little post the other day, a little mental health thing. Like, I think following the Para Dwyer news yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I did a little thing.
Awful.
Like, mate, I don't. No one knows what's the story today. But
somebody put a post up saying that he had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, because, you know, he'd been losing body weight. Obviously, look, muscle and fat, if he replaced that with the amount of pressure that, but like, you just don't know. Like, I'm sure he would have had, you know, he would have had angiograms and stuff. I'm sure he would.
Thought so. I mean, at his level, you'd think so.
Because, like, you know, he was the best Irish strongman ever.
Oh, mate.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Like,
and he was elite over here as well. Like, he's top 10 in the world.
Oh, for sure. And then, like, it's just mad. Like, he had a story 24 hours earlier, building Lego with his son.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Hall puts up a story, he's passed. So you're like, fucking hell, like,
he was gaining an amazing physique. Like.
Oh, mate, he looked amazing.
Holy shit.
He was better than some top bodybuilders I know. I was like, and this guy's done that in a quick, obviously he had the muscle for being a strong man, but
but you
in terms of the conditioning,
like, he was getting peeled. He wasn't just getting ripped, he was getting peeled.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he was ready to compete this year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I heard that. Like, but I don't know, like, I thought, you know, the only thing is, like, people don't realise how fit some of those strong men are. Fuck me, dude. Like, I don't know how they do it. Like, keep on that size, keep on that muscular endurance, everything. Like, they just must be genetic animals. Like, I know, obviously Eddie went close to the hilt because he put on so much size for what he was. But like, if you look at Thor, that guy's just built to be that. Yeah. You know, but like,
just like, genetic anomalies, aren't they? But
like, I never spent any time with Paz, so I can't really say much. Like, I liked his channel. I thought he was great, and for an Irishman to do all he did, I wish I had met him. You know what I mean? Like, and I said to one of the lads, I knew him. I was like, oh, fuck, if he ever comes over, give me a shout. I'd love to meet him. Just because you can see he's totally genuine. Yeah, there's not too many people out there that are nowadays.
Yeah, like I liked his channel where he's calling people out for their bullshit. Yeah. Like, you know, and I bought his hoodie, the Don't Be a Cunt hoodie, just because I thought he was fucking brilliant. Yeah, but I just love what he was about. So, yeah, it's sad. It is sad, but, you know, that's the risk we all take with...
Yeah, I'm sure, like, how many people that aren't doing anything just drop dead?
Well, yeah.
Like, fucking hell, to have aneurysms or heart attacks or...
Well, look, I lost my dad when I was 13 to a bad heart. Yeah, and he wasn't on anything. He was just a guy that had a bad heart. Like, it happened. So...
Especially nowadays, like you can do all the blood work you can do, and like you might get to the bottom of it, and you might be absolutely fine. Yeah. Like nothing, no. Like you do your calcium scores, you do all this shit, and you're like, yeah, everything's fine, and then you just walk down the road, and that's it.
It happens.
Your time is time. When God wants to take you, I'm a big believer in that. You're done.
Yeah, when your time comes, it comes. Yeah. Irrelevant of what you're doing.
Nobody wants to lose anybody, but nobody lives forever. You know, time goes past real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. And
that's what I say. That's why I always say to people, like, just fucking have fun, live your life, man, because you don't know when that clock's over.
Yeah, like, and look at the legacy, like someone like Paz left behind. You know, he helped a lot of people, I'm sure, and like,
for sure,
if you look at, like, as you said, he was highlighting people doing really amazing things, and you know, people giving shit to an Olympic athlete. You're like, dude, he's an Olympic athlete.
He's a fucking top level guy.
You're just a cunt. So shut the fuck up. Like, and that needs to be said a bit more. You know what I mean? Like, we're like, when people start ripping people down, like when I have friends who are bodybuilders, you know, anyone that, and I'm around it, and I'm like, why? I don't understand why that gives you any gratification. Because if someone's better than me at something, I want to like ask them how they did that.
Yeah. How can I get that good?
Be around that atmosphere, even if I'm never going to be a tenth as good as that person. But if I can like be better just because of being in their orbit, why would you not want that? Like anyone that's ever been better than me at something, I just go, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, fuck that guy, he's a cunt, oh, fuck him, blah, blah, blah. I just want to know how he did it.
Yeah. Well, look, we're probably a similar age. So when I grew up and first got in the gym, the first thing I was doing is looking at the biggest guy in the gym. How did he get that big? What's he eating? What's he doing? What's he training? 100%. Not, oh, fucking look at this guy with a needle in his ass. Well, look at this guy. Look.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't know about you, but like, I wasn't even told about anything like that. Like,
I didn't have a clue what it was.
Yeah, like I trained so long naturally and won like powerlifting championships and everything before. And I remember the first time I was introduced to it, it was like a trade secret. And I was like, lads, you do realise I do chemical and pharmaceuticals? Oh, I knew you'd done some sort of science shit. I was like, yeah, I've got, there's books of it in the, you know, I can have a chat. But they were like, I was like, but thank you. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool, but I'm still winning shit. So until I start losing or don't make any more progress, I'm good. And they're like, we're just telling you. It was like a rite of passage. Nowadays, you get guys, you know, talking 16 years of age, haven't been in the fucking gym and they're already taking shit. And you're like, dude.
I had a young lad talk to me recently about coaching. I think he was about 17. So he asked me about coaching. I want to get on stage at some point. I was like, yeah, cool, I can get you there. Next question, what gear should I take?
Yeah.
He's like, fucking none. I was like, let's put you to your potential first, and then we can talk about that. But
that's it. But they I think that's the problem with the sport. It's like, if I said to a kid, right, dude, I'm going to train you every day. Yeah. You're going to eat, train, sleep like Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but I can't run. Yeah, but you'll win one day. You'll be an Olympic athlete. You're like, but I won't. I can't do that. But if I say to that same kid, here's a picture of Ronnie Coleman. Dude, you can look like him in 6 years, or 2 years, if you do all this. He'd be like, yeah. And he'd believe that.
Yeah.
Because it's this, you know, because we're the poster children for gear. They think, they don't realize like that there's so many guys who were a 3 and became a 5, I mean, physique-wise, by just taking gear. But they still look relatively shit. But they're on a fuck ton of everything. And it's like there's so many factors that go into it. It could be myostatin negative. There's perfect partitioning. There's also having the organs to take the beating that you're doing. There's also the adaptation profile that's all there. Like, they don't see all of those factors. Like, to me, genetics are 99% of it. The rest is just the training and the whatever else you do. But like, how many people do you know? And I know it as well. Like, you lived in London. I used to train in Muscle Works. I used to live in Covent Garden, so I used to go to Gym Box. Gym Box, normal people. You go to Covent Garden, it's like, holy fucking, or you go to Muscle Works, holy shit. You know, you see these monsters walking around, you're like, fucking hell. And they do 2 sets of curls and fucking their arms are massive, like that Harold, this guy that used to be there, fuck me, dude. The guy do chin-ups and his back can be that wide. You're like, I'm not that.
I think some people are genetically gifted, like
100%.
I don't know if you like my friend, the guy's in a few Joe 1 Unit online. Like so he's a good friend of mine. But we've known each other 20 odd years. Well, he's the guy who got me into bodybuilding. And he looks fucking fantastic. And yes, he should be on stage, and yes, he should be a pro. But he's got phenomenal genetics. Like, I could train with him every day, take what he takes, eats what he eats. I'm never going to look like him because I don't have that genetic profile.
100%.
Like, and this is what I say to people, like, just because you see these people on Instagram doesn't mean you're going to look like them by taking the gear they take or eating what they eat. Like,
well, like I said, like a kid was chatting on about it before, and I was like, you do realise, like, Flex Wheeler, Chris Cormier, Ronnie Coleman, and someone else at the time, they all had Chad Nichols as a coach.
Yeah.
Now, do you not think Chad Nichols wanted all of them to win?
Of course.
But they're all genetically totally different. Their bone structures are different. Their muscle attachments are different. Do you not think that Flex went to fucking Chad, I'll give you an extra 20 grand if you tell me exactly what you're giving Ronnie?
Yeah.
Or Flex told him and then got him in with Chad because that's what happened. So I'm like, dude, they all had the same blueprint, but they all look different.
Yeah.
Because they train differently, they ate differently. They also had different psychological profiles to want to do that. Like, look at how every single Mr. Olympia trained. Totally different.
Yeah.
Look how Phil Heath versus Ronnie Coleman trained. Totally different. Phil used mainly machines. He lifted relatively heavy, but it was all about volume. A bit like Jay. Look at Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman was a mixture of, I suppose, Jay and probably Dorian, because everything was, trained
intense.
Positive failure over and over again, but trained his body parts twice a week.
Yeah.
And then you had before that, Lee Haney, annihilate, stimulate, don't annihilate. Again, kind of slightly reps in reserve, or just going to positive failure. Again, a load of volume. So it's like, they all had totally different fucking ways of training. Tom Platz, there you go, the guy on the fucking TV.
Oh, yeah, right there,
Train like a fucking animal. Like rep after rep after rep, beyond failure, rest, pause, fucking, partials to the nth degree. Like
assisted reps at the end.
Yeah,
like,
every fucking thing. So it's like, nobody had an exact formula, because nothing is right as long as it works for you. And that's what you have to find. And that's the time that it finds. There might be a little bit more, this might give you 5% more, but overall, just go and lift some weights and shut the fuck up and go eat some fucking food. Food is the most anabolic thing ever, because, again, another same conversation with one of these kids. I was like, look, dude, I said, if I sit a guy at home, and I give him fucking all the gear under the sun. No, I don't give him, he takes all the gear under the sun, right? And he's fucking stabs himself every day in the fucking arsefoot, a gram a test. And he sits there. What happens? Probably just has a hard dick all day and is a bit frustrated. Now, if I feed that guy food, really clean food every day of the week, he'll gain size. So which is more anabolic, the food or the drugs? Now then, if I just gave a guy 1,000 calories a day and make him go to the gym and take drugs, he'd probably weigh the same size, lose a bit of body fat, but he won't really grow. Now, if I take that same guy, give him really clean food, give him a stimulus, he'll grow, he'll put on muscle. He has no choice, he'll adapt, but put on a bit of fat because he's in a calorie surplus. But that's what it is.
But people, this day as well, so many people are scared to put on a bit of fat.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know, I'm about 6 weeks into my off season now. I know full well, come the end of my off season, I'm going to be soft and fluffy because that's how my genetics work. 100%. But I don't give a shit about that because I know when I dial it in to get on stage, I'll strip it off. But so many people are like, but if I keep lean, it's going to be better for me. Like, do what fucking works for you.
Like don't do me wrong. Like, I used to get up to 122, 123 in the off season a couple of times, and beneficial-wise, strength-wise, it was through the roof. But then I found like I would compete at 100 kilos. And the first 2 times I did it, I was like less weight. I was softer because the only impetus I had to a certain degree for me was I was trying to lose a giant amount of fat, and I was more focused on losing the fat. When I got to 112, 113, I found it way easier, and I found it better, and I found my body would gain a little bit more size better that way. But that's because I was almost starving myself. And then I found out, like, I need about 4,000 calories, even a little bit more sometimes, to keep the size. But what I was doing was going under that and just trying to, I was more like, I felt like I was nearly Weight Watchers. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not focused on keeping muscle. And you can have the impetus of, gear will do that and that. I never focused on gear. Did I take it? Fuck yeah, it was great. It worked. Brilliant. Like, it's not the be all and end all. I didn't think, if I take, because the way for me is like, if I did turn pro, well, what would I do? Like, where would I go? If I wrote down fucking grams of shit, what else am I going to do? You only have so many androgen receptors. You're going to fucking downgrade those as you take more and more. And your body's going to make less and less of those because it's going to adapt. It has to adapt. Like all this shit, your androgen receptors, you take more, you get more. But that's bollocks, because that means if I took 2 grams, then I took 4 grams, then I took 6 grams, I would get bigger every time. That's not the way it works.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's one thing I find really weird about, like, and probably when you were younger, when, like, I didn't start taking gear at 25, 26, but you would have a PCT period. You would be probably off 6 months of the year.
But now everyone blasts and cruises. It's different.
Yeah, like, look, I'm nearly 43, so yeah, I'm on TRT.
Yeah.
Like, not now, again, but I've taken 8 weeks off. Yeah. Like, obviously, because...
Obviously different with your Graves' disease and stuff, you've had to change things.
I had to take stuff out to see what worked and what didn't. And don't get me wrong, when everything's there, it'll be back in. But I do take that period off every year anyways. Yeah. Do a bit of HCG, do a bit of Clomid, the old school shit. And I feel better for it. Like, am I going to lose a bit of size? Yeah, a little bit. Am I going to get soft? Yeah, but dude, I don't want to compete. I don't give a fuck. I lost 10 kilos because of Graves' disease, not because of coming off gear. I came off it afterwards. And like, I'll slowly reintroduce it again, just to gain a bit more hardness, get back my levels. But I want to see where my body was at. It was more like an experiment for me. But I've always done that every year. Like, you know, waiting on it all the time. Yeah, that's fine. I get it. But there's also a time when you just your body needs a little bit of a break.
Have a little rest,
Yeah, and like, you know.
I did. I competed. So, when did I compete? October. And then came off, like, did all right in the show. Came off everything. I've jumped back on recently, but I'm the same. I've got on the HCG, just let my body find a bit of homeostasis and just 100%. Breathe a little bit. Yeah. And also different now. Like, I'm 42 this year, so much the same age. Yeah. I know I haven't got many years left of pushing it the way I'm pushing it.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to be a bit more sensible. So, and I'm under no illusions. I'm not going to be an IFBB pro at any point. Like, so I do it just because I enjoy it. But
100%. But also it's good for your business if you practice what you preach.
Of course, yeah. And also I've gone from, I first sort of cycled when I was in my early 20s, didn't really know what I was doing, to be fair, same as everyone. And I got big, but I was a bit sloppy. And then I came off and I got back on in my mid 30s. And I went from, I was probably like a good men's classic size to now I do men's physique. Or men's bikini, as my mate used to say. but
that's a really hard class. Like, people don't seem to realise that. It's like the amount of guys in that lineup. Like, I helped a guy last year, peeled out of his fucking nut. Yeah. I get a kick out of helping people. I don't really want the clients or anything. I just help people because I'm like, that's just fucking stupid what you're doing there. Like, or I think I make a huge difference. Just check this. You know, like, take this out of your diet, move this around here. That'll work better. Have you looked at this food? Have you looked, especially digestion protocols? Like, a lot of people seem to forget all about that. You know, and I find it like a lot of enzymatic profiling through foods. Like, it's something that needs to be looked at massively a lot more. People go, oh, I get bloated on that food. Why the fuck are you still
eating it then?
Just change it. Oh, but what do I change it to? Well, I don't know. Like, for instance, a really good friend of mine, Timmy, helped him on like 4 or 5 shows, not last year, the year before. And, really big guy, but was like, dude, I eat white rice to get bloated. Yeah, well, just use white bread. He goes, oh, but it's gluten. I said, mate, just try white bread. Took the white bread, flaspank. I'm like, you see your body, like, just because there's nuances and things are meant to be almost similar, it doesn't mean you're going to assimilate them the same way. Or your body, I think enzymatic profiling just eventually gets too used to it and starts to reject the food. And I'm like, just change around.
Do you know what, my body's, I mean, not that I eat it all the time, but my guilty pleasure is cheese. I fucking love a bit of cheese, right? But I now know, all of a sudden now I can't eat it. As soon as I eat it, my guts are in bits. Like, so I just don't have it really anymore.
Well, that's why, I developed like a digestive enzyme product, but not just the regular stuff. There's a lot of nuances there of that because I'm a real fucking nerd. So I always found is like, for me, I don't think like, people say I'm allergic to that food. I think you have an enzymatic profile. I think your body is
intolerant to it rather than allergic to it.
I think your body's just, like, don't get me wrong, if you have nuts and anaphylactic shock and you need an EpiPen, I get that.
Very different,
Like, there's a point where your body is just, you're trying to break down an A with an O, and then your body's just rejecting it. So like, give it those things. Like, and obviously people will take lactase with lactose, and that works to a certain degree. But there's a lot of other nuances. Like, there's so many, like, I deep dove into every single aspect of that product to get it almost perfect. And like, sometimes, I wouldn't say it frustrates me, but sometimes, like, with Alpha to a certain degree, we're known for pre-workouts, and then sometimes they're not looking at some of the other stuff that we do, like our Rise and Shine, or, joint products, like, and I think we do, like, don't get me wrong, there's some great companies out there, and you'll never hear me say the company, because if somebody goes, do you like that brand? Do you like that brand? Yeah, okay, cool, keep using it. They think I'm going to slate a brand to do that. I'll never do that, even though I might think, oh yeah, we have a better product than that. I'm never going to say that, because I think if you want to find us for yourself,
it's not good for business to do that anyway, is it?
I just think it's bad. I think it's bad manners, and I think you have an insecurity about what you're doing if you're slating every cunt that does stuff. And this might sound, and I don't know if it sounds stupid or arrogant or whatever, but I just don't look at other people's shit unless it's sent to me. Like, if someone comes in the gym and says, oh, have you tried this? I'm like, no, then I'll turn around and have a look. I will never go, if I'm making a digestive enzyme product or anything of that sort, I'm looking at somebody else's stuff. Like, there might be similarity, but I've never ever copied anyone's stuff. I've seen people copy my shit, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck me, like, really? Do you know what I mean? Like, and anyways. But a lot of the time I'll hold my tongue because I'm just like, for fuck's sake. But it does piss me off because I'm like, you don't really know the real me.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't behave like that if you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a fucking line, pal. And like, you know, then you get these guys and they'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going, man? I'm like, fuck you, pal. Yeah. But the industry is as such like that. I just try never, and the reason I don't look at other people's stuff is not that I think it's crap or anything of the sort. I don't want to be influenced by it. I just want my own ideology and my own, I've done this for this. I've done this for this. And the irony about it is like, I designed a thyroid product ages ago to help with a lot of people when they're coming off their cycle to get their thyroid working again. So the irony is I did a whole deep dive in like Hashimoto's, the hypothyroidism, and even my mother was with it. So I'd always been aware of how it works and, you know, all of that type of stuff. So the irony now, I have hyperthyroidism, and I got a deep dive into that. So sometimes with Graves' disease, like, and it's more autoimmune, like Hashimoto's autoimmune, whereas like just having hyper or hypo can be totally different reasons. But the thing about it is like that type of stuff makes you deep dive into a totally different spectrum. And sometimes I think with Alpha, we're known for our pre-workouts. And we make cool pre-workouts, no doubt. Yeah. But I wish some people would look at other stuff like our amino pefrids. I think that's one of our best products. But it's one of those products that doesn't really sell that well for me. Yeah, it's got 3 products in one. So if you're on a budget, it's a fucking great thing. You're getting an amino acid, a pump product, and hydration all in one at decent levels. And not like just a speckle of a gram of citrulline.
It's funny, like one of the first things I did when I came in, I was just talking to Pete, I went straight up and picked up the amino peel. Whenever you've seen this, like how fucking good it is.
Yeah.
But I think it's a tough one. Like for you, obviously it's different. Like your knowledge is going to be far superior to mine.
Not really. But you only know so much. You know what I mean? To a degree.
But like, obviously selling all different supplements, I see all the ingredient panels. I see the good. I see the bad. And I look at that and think, you know, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And but there'll be other people, like you say, that don't have a clue what it is or how good it works or how, like you say, 3 products in one, like the cost efficiency on it as well.
Yeah, I made it, like, it's a product that we don't make a lot of money out of. I just made it because I knew people were on a budget.
Yeah.
And like, not everybody can spend 25, 30 quid on amino and then 25, 30 quid on a pump, or they spend it on it, it's not really that great.
Yeah.
Or it is okay, but like, I mean, then they spend 50 quid and go, fuck. Whereas if you're spending 37 quid or 38 quid on ours, whatever it is, I think it's 37.99, and then you get like 10% off, they got that product for 35 quid.
Yeah.
And they have like enough that it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a full EA BCA profile, so that's completely fine. The pump product's really good in it. You will get a pump off it, and the hydration is enough in there that if you want to throw in a little bit more sodium, rock and roll. But I mean, we've given you a product that I think is really, really good, and it really, I wouldn't say it irks me. I go, how the fuck is this not selling? Yeah. You know, that stuff like that, it bothers me, like, where I'm like, fuck, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, and sometimes you deep dive and fucking probably go down a rabbit hole. But that's the only thing sometimes is your biggest strength could sometimes hold you back in other aspects. Like with our protein powder, like that's gone fucking gangbusters for us. And like everybody wants it back all the time. It's just, problem is, again, probably over-engineering something where if I got 4 blend product in there, and sometimes I can get 2 of the fucking blend and the other 2 I can't get, or one's gone up in price, one's gone down. And it's like trying to balance all that out to make sure we're not ripping a customer off. Or,
especially with the cost of isolate at the moment, it's just insane.
It's the cost of everything. Yeah. The only good thing about it is, which I did structure to a certain degree, what it is the balancing out of, because if one goes up, one goes down.
Yeah.
It's like always like a pendulum. But the problem with like I even have my phone, like, the protein markets, it's like a stock exchange. So it goes up and down. So you have to try and buy these at a certain time. When you can, and if you don't get a window of a day to buy it, you're out for like a month. And that's happened to us twice with 2 of the fucking. It's like a guy promised us this and that. You buy it per ton, and it's like, sorry mate, it went. Like, what do you mean it went? I asked for 2 ton of this and 2 ton of that, and it's like, and people don't realize how much money then if you've got 2 of those ingredients. And you have all that money tied up. It's that people don't realize when you're a smaller business, like that's a lot of money to be sitting there. Like sometimes you have 50 to 100 grand just sitting there in protein, and then you've got to then get it blended, flavored, and sent out. And it's like, mate, like there's so many moving parts to that one product. sometimes you're like, fuck, do you not, like when people, is it not in? I was like, dude, do you not?
They don't understand the logistics behind it.
Do you not understand? I wanted it.
Yeah.
Like at one stage we couldn't get the clear white tubs. So I was like, fuck, we might need just white plastic tubs or black plastic tubs. So we were wanting with that. And then eventually they came back and said, oh, we can sell you X amount. But then I have like 20 grand sat in plastic, sat in air. I'm storing air in a warehouse, in my own warehouse. I'm like, for fuck's sake. So those type of things, you know, I understand, like, why the fuck would a customer give a shot? That's not his thing is, have you got the product or not? If not, I'll buy it off someone else. And I totally understand that, but sometimes I like to sit there and go, look, dude, this is what I'm dealing with. Do you really not think I'd like 1,000 units of every flavour in? Just sitting there ready to fucking go and then be stocked up for X amount of months? Of course.
And it's all right if you're one of these big multinational brands with millions of pounds behind you, that's 100%. Fine. But like you say, small businesses, that capital, it may not necessarily be there, and if it is there and it's tied up in something else, like, it's not.
Yeah, it's hard though. Like, and you've also got to live, and you know, as probably fucking, not to sound pessimistic, but like, you know, fucking insurance. Like, I've got different businesses, so that's, you've multiple streams of income. That's great, but you've also got multiple streams to be taxed on. If one goes up, one goes down. Like, it's like you can't just like focus solely on one. Like for me, I left Alpha a little bit in the lurch last year. I didn't go on the road as much. I didn't do shit I was meant to do. I focused on my gym business, and I have another business, so I focused on them two primarily. But I'm like, now I've got to put all that effort back into Alpha. Like, you know, we're launching probably 5 new products over the next few months. So it's kind of focus on that and get it back, and you know, even do new iterations of the products we already have. Like even the Amino P, I might just bring that back to a sole amino acid product. Like, so it's I
think like Amino P would like when I get some, like obviously I'll put in an order with you soon and get some bits in the shop. I think Amino P will do well. Like I think I can only speak for my customers, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the sort of product that would do well. I mean, the amount of people that come into my shop and thought it was American as well. Well,
the main reason is obviously I used to work for American companies and run them over here. So I was always tied into that. I always wanted the brand to be American. Eventually one day and translate over that. Yeah, like that was always, I wanted that look because I suppose at the start as well, like, you know, like there wasn't really many British brands that stood out on the shelf for me. Some of them were cool, like, you know, back in the day you had Maxine Muscle, you had, I suppose there was LA Muscle to a degree, I don't know if that's still around, I think it is, and then you had like...
What's LA? There was Norotine, wasn't it? Was
Norotine, 19 Nor and all that shit, like, and Norotine Heavyweight one, I think that was the one, and then you had like Adrian Max Muscle, and then I suppose Pro Lab were over here for a bit, and, you know, you had like, obviously on USN, Cymex, you know, all of those kind of brands, and I liked, you know, I think we were the first ones on labels, especially in the UK, I don't know, America, who did embossed and debossed stuff. But I went to a totally different printer too. Like when we were first doing labels, we were getting them in South Africa. We weren't getting them here. You know what I mean? We were trying to do something slightly different.
The only brand that I see that does labels similar to yours are Dark Labs. Like with there's
a few now. There's a few UK brands like
there's one or two, but
like DFib do really nice labels. HR Labs, they do really nice labels. There's a few, you know, that have kind of stood out. Like
I like Engineered Riz's stuff. I like his branding, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going for this clean white aesthetic now. I noticed, like, even Perform's rebranding, Applied Nutrition are rebranding.
Is they rebrand? I didn't even know that. Yeah, I've seen Applied stuff, like, because we get some bits. Obviously, we have some of the Perform here. Some of it, you know, I try not to take much of it. And
it's like you say, just
do my own thing. I put my dog on the label. That's what I did. You know, I did that years ago, and then just kind of evolved it from there. Like, use different things.
And it's branding, like you say, branding is individual. Like when I open a shop, and my brand is black and pink. Everyone's like, why have you got pink? I'm like, because I fucking like it.
Yeah, but I like Bret Hart, so that would have like...
well, that was my... That's our era.
So,
but yeah, mine, like you see all my shops black, neon pink, all my walls are black, my shelves are black. I've got neon pink lighting. Like, but it works.
Yeah, but if you like it, like, who gives a fuck? Because why would you go into a space that you don't like? Like, I love gritty, hardcore gyms, but sometimes they were way too dirty sometimes. So, but like... I always loved muscle works. I loved walking in there. You know, I had another gym back in home that was very like that, but they're relatively clean. Like ours are clean too and stuff like that. And like you can still have that hardcore element, but put your weights back, have some respect.
Yeah, and just respect the place.
And them gyms taught me that, and that's the type of gym I've always loved training in. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to go. Like, I've gone to some gyms, you're like, fucking hell, I might need a tetanus shot after this. But like, to me, Muscle Works was always well put together. You know, the stuff was there. You know, they had old school machines. And to be honest, I have so much respect for Sav. Like, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even when I was with American Brands, he'd take them in the store, he'd do everything he could.
Yeah.
Like, I respect the shit, because he didn't have to. He could have told me to go fuck myself. You know what I mean? And I had every right to. Like, obviously the brand was pretty big that we were, like, I used to run Cellucor over here, so I helped launch C4 and do all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tariq loves me for that, but you know, it was a really great product back then. You know, it was the first of its kind, and like that gave you kind of impetus to. And they taught me, that was the one thing they taught me, was like, don't just have a great product. And at the time, you know, obviously that was the first of its. It wasn't the first of its kind, but them ultra concentrates, that was in that era. So like stuff was fucking decent, and they were all about like making a flavor good, making the packaging good, not just have a good product. And like obviously it's evolved since then, and they've gone down a different route with it. But like I loved working with those guys, you know, and like they let me do whatever the fuck I want. You know, and I had a great run with those. You know, when I first was with them, they didn't even have C4. Like that was an amount of discussion. Like, oh, I think we should, you know, back and forth. And obviously, when it launched, it made the brand, and you know, they did
C4
great.
Massive.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
well, over here, I think the drinks are huge. The pre-workout, I don't know.
I think they watered it down a lot over here. And like the thing about it is, once you keep watering something down, you kind of have to do that to a certain degree. Like, and I think if you look at like even Applied, they've done a great job of taking that mantle over here. Like, look at it. Look, at the end of the day, if someone walked into me and goes, you know, all black everything, AB, what is it? Yeah,
AB.
AB. Like, that's a product I'd put anyone on for their first pre-workout.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, would I love them to take some? Yeah, like you take some of my stuff. But if they've never had a pre-workout before, I'm like, look, that is a bit of everything in there. So see what you like. Do you know what I mean? And then grade onto it. You get a great product for 20 quid. And you know, it fills that void for people. So I'm like, why is it the most popular product out there? Because not everybody needs very specialized stuff. And you have to respect that. And I think what Thomas and them guys have done, they had a blueprint, took a mantle of it, and just did really, really well. And like, they have a huge skew of product. They're even now in Morrison's with meals.
Yeah,
and you got to like respect the fucking shit out of that. Like, I think
smashed it. He's absolutely smashed it. Like, if he's one of his reps, Billy's coming down to see me on Monday, and like it's a brand that it sells itself, and like I say, it's well priced.
Yeah,
it's not super scientifically dosed, but for the everyday gym goer.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's like as an industry, you have to take that on, because the problem is I can never take a step back or formalize. I have to keep evolving and make something more intricate and stuff like that. The minute I take a step back, what the fuck is he doing?
Well,
you know, and so you've kind of, I wouldn't say built your own fucking grave to, not really, but you have to keep evolving.
Yeah.
Like, we were the first ones ever to do 10 grams of glycerol in a pre-workout. I know a few people are doing it now, whatever, but like, we were the first ones to do that. So it's like, you know, a lot of people at the time were like, oh, why would you do that? And why would you? I was like, because it works.
Yeah,
like, I wanted something different, just solely L-citrulline product. So, you know, like, as I said, a few people are now doing it, fair play, whatever. But like, eventually that'll have to be evolved. You know, what'll I do? Will I add L-citrulline? You know, what are these type of things? For me, like, a lot of time with L-citrulline, once you go past a certain kind of depth with it, it just caused a bit of bloat for me. So I didn't really like it. So I was big proponent of glycerol, because, you know, it super hydrates the body. You know, it's osmolytic, pulling that water into the muscle. And I mainly made it for people getting on stage. That was the first iteration of it. Really was made. Was a couple of fucking friends of mine were saying, oh, I'm getting bloated as shit. And I was like, yeah, because L-citrulline's almost fucking it's fermenting in your stomach, whereas glycerol will just pull water.
Yeah.
So like, if you have enough of water left, a little bit, it'll make you that crispy dry, get that nice pump, and also a little bit of Himalayan pink sea salt, you know.
Funny, before I get on stage, I use liquid glycerol.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Shot of that, like you say, a bit of salt.
Yeah,
Come on stage fucking full as a house.
Yeah, and like, you know, I've always been into that whole glycerol thing. Like, I've made liquid products in the past from myself and other brands and different things like that when I'd be formulating things. And they're like, this just works so well, because back in the day we used to use that for powerlifting to stop you tearing muscles, and also rehydrate after getting off the scale, because that was the best thing to do, because it would rehydrate you. Like, if you went in, like when I was doing the under 90s, you know, by the time I came back a day and a bit later, I was 96 kilos. So it's like, you know, and also everything, you're only doing one rep. So it's not like you have time to warm up loads of reps. You're just that one rep. And as long as you have enough of fucking balance in there, you're not going to tear anything. So there's many benefits. And there's many ways to skin a cat. I'm not saying, that is the most effective way of getting a pump. There's not. There's loads of the ways. But for me, it made the most sense. And then if I put some vasodilating ingredients on top of that, they're not going to counterbalance each other, or I'm just taking one road and overdosing that road. I'm taking 3 roads. You know, you have Himalayan pink sea salt, that does a multitude of fucking things for pump. Then you have like, you know, your epicatecin type of thing. And that is a myriad of benefits that they're now finding more and more out. And then you put your 10 grams glycerol in there. Like, that's a really simple but efficient product, and it makes sense to me.
But it only needs to be simple. Like, I see and I'm not going to mention brand names. But I see so many brands that are overcomplicating it now. Just, I think, in order to make a sale. Look at our ingredient panel. We got fucking tons of this and tons of this, and 75 different ingredients. 90% of them don't do fuck all. But we've got it in there because it looks good.
Yeah.
And like,
don't get me wrong. For me, like, as I said, like, you kind of like say, well, dude, that's the niche you want to go down. That's fair enough. But like I said, where do you make a V2 with that? And where do you go from that? You know, like the minute I have a product finished, I'll have 4 iterations of it done, like straight off the bat. And as I said, I think for me, like, alpha doesn't sometimes get enough respect as it should, I personally feel. But that's my fault because I'm not interacting with people. I'm not going around to stores. Like, these brands that are getting bigger, like that have only been around a year or 2 or whatever the fuck, or 3 years, they're out there mass marketing in several different ways of doing it.
And I think as well, like obviously you now sponsoring Connor as well. I think that's a big thing because he's well known. He'll push the brand, so that helped you anyway. Like, I think picking the right people. As well to represent the brand and support is a massive thing.
Yeah, like unless I kind of know them or they organically come to us or have been around their kind of atmosphere, I don't really give a fuck really. Like, because we've had people come to us and ask us time and time again and be like, oh, I want this, I want that. Oh, mate, I don't give a fuck what you want. Like, that's class. But like, you know, unless you're turning a couple of, you know, tens of thousands of pounds, most athletes are not really going to make you that much money. They're just not, or they're going to be below what they do. But as long as you have as long as you like the person, you can say to them, oh, maybe have a look at this. And I want people to use alpha to help them, to promote what they're doing and get their message across, and also be able to talk to me as a friend. Like, even the athletes that, you know, we've either parted ways, I'm still friends with them all. Still come to my gym and train, still hang out, still DM me. Because I'll never try and burn a bridge with someone. Like, some people I'd like to burn, but some people I'd like to fuck up, like, massively. But like, that day and age is gone for me, like smashing people's fucking skulls.
We just spoke about that the other day on our podcast. I was like, look, I will carry the petrol and burn bridges at will. I've got no problem with that. But at the same time, with most people, I want to keep a positive relationship. Like, for the most part, most of us get along. And
to be honest, mate, even the people I don't really like that much, I just go, yeah, cool, how's it going? I won't like sit and really interact with them that much, but I know what they're like. Like, even the ones that be like, oh, pally, I know exactly what you're like. Do you know what I mean? Like, this ain't my first fucking rodeo cunt. Do you know what I mean? And in the back of my head, like, I just prefer to keep the peace because I just want to be left alone for the most part and just do what I fucking want to do. I don't want to get in some sad little fucking battle online. And if I really, really do have a certain issue with someone, I'll just DM them and say, look, can we meet in your front lawn? I'll fuck you up. Or you'll fuck me up and we'll shake hands. I'm done. Like, that's cool. We don't have to speak about it. We can have a shot of whiskey afterwards. Just have a good,
man, have a scrap, shake hands and go, you won, I won, whatever. Go about your own way.
Good straightener. Like, I've no issue with that. I love a good scrap. I have no fucking issue with that. I'm cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, you want to sit there and have it, we'll have it. No fucking problem. But like, people need to understand that sometimes, like, there's consequences. Because I prefer to be known as a chilled out, nice guy. Because 99% of the time I am. But I also, you know, wasn't always like that.
Yeah, but you act accordingly. That's what I always say to people. Like, I'll always be nice. I'll always be courteous. And I'll always extend, you know, friendship or whatever to anyone first. However,
like, I never knew you and you offered to come down here, chill out, get to know each other better. Because I said, oh, come down to the gym. And you're like, yeah, cool. And I offer that to most people because I'm like, I don't know you, so just come on down. Like, this is Instagram. It's all bollocks, you know, in my opinion.
Get to know the real person.
Exactly.
Like, and that was like when, you know, like I was saying to Pete, like, my introduction to you just came through trying to get Prep King in my shop. Like, obviously, I already stopped Alpha Neon. But like, I didn't know you. Like, you know, but we got put in contact, spoke to each other, and look, and now we're going to train.
Exactly, and hopefully we've been mates. And
absolutely.
That's the way it is. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I've let things slide because somebody's asked me to let things slide. And I haven't really wanted to. Like, I just like to chin the cunt. But living like that, nowadays that doesn't get on. And also, you know, I'd rather be, I suppose, as I've got older, I've got probably a bit more into faith and my religion a little bit more, mainly just not organised religion, but just being a little bit more pertinent with that. Sometimes I just go, look, just give me the strength to fucking let that go. And I'm more about that as much as I can. Like, don't get me wrong, if someone comes up to my face and I have to have it, I'll eat your face.
You're not going to back down from it.
I'm going to eat your face like a Mars bar. I don't give a fuck. And even if I lose, as long as you're missing your nose, I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to look in the mirror every day. And
that's what I would say to you. I'm not going to go out looking for a problem. I'm not going to start a problem. But if you want a problem, then no problem.
No, and
do you know what I mean? Like, I'm here for it.
Yeah, like it's not like I'm some fucking tough UFC fighter or some shit. None like that. Like, do you know what I mean? I grew up boxing. You know, I spent a lot of time at it, and I enjoyed it. Like the only reason I not gave it up, I still do a bit of pad work, all the rest of it. Yeah. The only reason I stopped trying to compete at it, my eyesight went. Like I'm by the 7 each eye. I couldn't hit the G-spot in a 12-pound pussy. But I would have much preferred to go down that route because I enjoy fighting. Like I genuinely do. I get a kick out of it. So, like, also you don't want to cultivate that person because that's not a great person to be around all the time. But like, you know, sometimes, as I said, I don't consider myself tough or anything. I have no problem having fucking scrap with some cunt. I don't give a fucking big how. And if you're that big, I'll just take a hatchet to your head. I'm just messing.
But you know, like, I mean? People say to me like, I don't think I'm hard. I'm not that type of guy.
No.
But, and it's probably the same for you. I grew up in an area where you had to go out tough. Yeah. Like, and you could never back down from a scrap.
No, I'm Irish.
I mean? Like, there's
none of that. Like, if you don't like take a solid beating, even if you know you're going to take it, you're a pussy. Yeah. And that was the way we grew up. And like, that might be wrong or right. That's just the way it was. And like, thing is, look, I had a father who had 202 fights and lost one. Like he's in the Irish Hall of Fame for boxing. So are all my uncles. So when you grew up around that, that's the boxer's son. Yeah. You're going to get targeted a little bit. Not all the time, but you are. And like to a certain degree, I'm kind of glad about that because it taught me how to be a little bit tougher. You know, and that's it. And it's not like I got picked on or none of that bollocks. Yeah. Gotten some scraps. They realised, oh yeah, don't fuck with that kid. And that was it. And that was the way it was. So it's just like, and like whether that be bad or good, that's just the way it is.
I got my dad was a fucking gangster. My mum's from the military. And I remember when I was young, if anyone give me a slap in school or whatever, my mum would go, you go and hit him back or I'll hit you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, well, I better go fucking fight then. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you know, my dad would be like, if he came back with, you know, black eye or fucking nosebleed, did you win?
Yeah.
That was the first question. What's like, don't do this. Did you win? I'd be like, yeah, or I got the shy kicked him. I'm like, why? Well, he's like 4 years older than me. Goes, oh, well, wait till you're his
but did you at least fight against him?
Yeah, 100%. Or, you know, if it was real fucking bad, like, you know, dad would go sort it.
Yeah.
You know, because he'd be like, oh, well, I'll go meet his father.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't a good idea for them.
I'm looking at coaches at the moment, but like more for prep. Like off season, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
Prep, it's more about accountability for me.
Okay.
Like I could prep myself. Like I'm a fucking coach. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But like, do you know, you just want that second set of eyes? Because I think for me, I'm that type of dickhead that I'm so self-critical. I'll either blast so much fucking gear in myself and ruin my physique, or I'll overstarve myself and come in flat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but like I said, I don't need. You know, I could speak to someone like Zach or whatever, but I'm not a pro.
Yeah.
I'm not going IFBB pro.
Yeah.
I'd be spending 400 quid a month for.
Yeah, I just don't even know what coaches are anymore. Like, I never really had a coach. It was just mainly friends who I would bounce ideas off. Yeah. And I'd really trust them, you know. A couple of my mates would be like Mr. Universes or IFBB, and be like, look, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? And I know they'd have an honest opinion. So that was more what it was. And back then, you know, when I was doing it, like, I kind of stopped properly competing when I was like 28. So, like, you know, I didn't have my card by then. I was like, I'm done. You know, I need to move on to the next chapter for me. Because bodybuilding is such a thankless sport.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, compared to a lot of other things. Like, if you're a high-level amateur footballer, you're going to get a lot of praise. Like, the community's going to know you. Like,
you're celebrated.
You like walk outside there and go, who's Mr. Olympia? They go, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they'll say. Like, the guy competed back in 1981.
If you say Derek Lunsford, they're like, who?
Yeah. Jay Cutler.
Who the fuck's that?
A few people might know Ronnie Coleman just because of the zeitgeist and all the videos, but most people aren't.
Yeah, for
They're just not, man. And that's what people have to understand. Like, really, the individuals are the only ones who give a fuck about the sport.
Yeah. Look, it's a niche sport.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, I think people like us, because we're surrounded by it daily, we take it for granted.
Yeah.
But you go to Tesco, how many bodybuilders do you see walking around the shop? You know.
Well, even look, I was over on business in Texas a while back and just didn't see many. I thought I'd see a load of people because I thought, you know, you've seen big guys, but I mean, they were just kind of, I suppose, like our version of rugby. Like, not rugby players, because rugby players nowadays are quite lean, but I mean, like, you know, just big fucking dudes. But they weren't like, oh, that guy, maybe they were strong as shit, but they just didn't look like what I would consider like, you know, just fucking big. And, you know, I expected to see like 20 little, you know, Branch Warrens rocking around. Like, I'm like,
it's not the case, no.
It really isn't, and it's like people have to realize how little people give a fuck. Like, if you ever ask somebody what's your ideal physique, they're like Brad Pitt, Fight Club. Do you know what I mean? Or nowadays probably
Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth or something. Yes, they're big guys, but
they are big. Like, like I think that's very unattainable for the average person.
Of course it is.
And even with gear, very unattainable for the average person.
Well, that's,
do you know what I mean?
Funny, that's the post I put out the other day. I was like, what you got to bear in mind is genetics. I was like, and I'm open and honest. I'm not one of these guys that says, oh, I'm not on gear. Yeah, I'm on gear. I use it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm still never going to look like them because, like, you're back to what you said. Genetic makeup doesn't allow me to. And bodybuilders still, to this day, seen as freaks.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, what? Men's open guys, like.
Yeah. Well, even the classic guys are freaks, man.
So
big in the off season. Like I was up at AW muscle a while ago and I seen like, Wesley Vicious, the guy's like over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, you're classic. No hope for fucking anyone else.
Well, even someone like, do you know Ginger Training, Josh Gould?
Yeah, I know Josh.
So Josh.
He was up there that day as well.
He would have been, yeah. So, well, it was a full board day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Josh is local to us. I know Josh quite well. And he's a fucking monster.
He's a big guy.
And
very round muscle bellies.
Yeah. But even compared to some of these guys, he's small. Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but that's the scary thing. He is.
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, that guy's huge.
Yeah, and he's a big lump. Like,
yeah, he is, yeah.
Like,
nice lad too.
Yeah, do you know what? He's so genuine as well.
He is, yeah.
Like, I'd love to see him get his pro card this year.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be nice if he does. There's a lot of these local clients obviously coming to buy their supplements from me.
All right, yeah.
I'm the only supplement shop for about 30 miles.
That's good.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He is, yeah. Like,
definitely.
He was when I moved from London to Bedford. He was one of the first people I met. Like, and he's straight away making me feel welcome in the gym, and just a nice human being. Like, there's not many of them about anymore.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
But they always want something. Like, there's always.
Yeah, everyone's on the take.
Yeah, so fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I blame a lot of that with social media because people think they're owed something. It's like, motherfucker, you're owed nothing. Yeah. Go get it if you want. Go show me why I should give it to you.
Yeah.
Don't just expect it. Like, oh, I'm big. Gives a fuck. I was big too. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, we can all get big.
Give a fuck.
Do you know what's funny? I spoke when I was offering sponsorships. Like, so I put up a post saying, look, I want to sponsor a couple of athletes.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Like,
yeah.
I already had in mind a couple of people I wanted to work with.
100%, yeah.
But this young girl messaged me, and she's like, oh, I'd like a sponsorship. I was like, great. So, what are you going to offer me in return?
Yeah, 100%.
And I was like, because it's a business transaction.
100%.
And she's like, oh, I'll share all your posts on my social media. I was like, okay, maybe she's got a big following. I clicked, she had like 40 followers. I was like, so you want me to give you hundreds of pounds of supplements every month?
Yeah.
And promote you? And I think, you fuck all that. And she went, yeah, but her response was, yeah, but I'm pretty. And I was like, you fucking entitled little bitch. Like, excuse my language, but.
I can say whatever you want.
But yeah, like, no chance.
It's just like, problem is, mate, like if you sponsor people, like I just think, you have enough rope. You either pull yourself up with it or you hang yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of the reality of it. Like I'm not there to be your fucking savior. You know what I mean? If you want to do this, great. If you don't, well then fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not going to be like beg you to do something. No. I'll ask you something once or twice. But it's like quite simple. If you take one of our products to go work out, either show you mixing it in a shaker or just take a picture of it and go, this is what I use today.
Yeah.
It's all you have to do. Or just say, this is where it fits into my daily schedule, these health products or that. If you don't want to do that, what's the fucking point to you?
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't have to ask you to do that. Like, because I remember, like, when I sponsored by people, I bent over backwards.
Yeah.
I actually did content before there was content ever there. I did like write-ups. I'd respond to every single email. And it's like, I'm not saying I was fucking any better or any worse than anyone else, but it's just the fact of the matter is, like, my sponsors love me. Like, in one of the local stores, they were like, our literally, we've gone up 700% since we've put you on board and you're the local guy. I was like, yeah. So
there you go.
And like, they would just give me stuff back, bring me places, everything else. And then I used that as an opportunity for networking.
Yeah.
Like, I did loads of photo shoots, did television ads, did everything off the back end of that. Yeah. Because I was just like, well, this is easy, I can get paid. Like, I'm working in nightclubs doing all this shit anyways, this is easy. Pays for university, pile of piss, and then I can make some extra dollar doing this, and I get free hotel rooms, I get free travel, brilliant.
I get to see a bit of the world.
100%, bro. Like, I went to France, went all these fucking places, did some weird fucking photo shoots, no doubt. And like some of them I don't even haven't seen the light of fucking day. I still got paid bang.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's great. Like, if that's good for me, like, and I don't think I'm the greatest bodybuilder by any means or I don't even think that was really that good, but still get paid for it.
The thing is, nowadays, look, I don't claim to be the best bodybuilder in the world. Like, I know I'm not the best bodybuilder in the world. I'm very much aware of that.
Yeah.
But like, the one thing that I offer, like, although say that the people I was sponsored by, is I'm very active on social media. I'll promote their brand. So you could like a piece of shit, but if you're actively promoting their brand, they're getting the bonus out of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the girl, one of the girls I sponsor, Lucy, I coach her as well.
Yeah.
And she's, everything I post, within seconds, she's reshared it.
Yeah.
I don't ask her to do that.
Yeah.
She just does it, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Every time she's training, she tags me in her posts.
Yeah.
Like everything she does.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean,
but that's what you want. Like, you want them to be proactive. I shouldn't have to ask you. Like, if I'm giving you 400 or 500 quid of supplements every fucking month, like, the least you want to do is that, because that shit. Like, I think people think, oh, you get that for free. No, motherfucker, I don't. And like, especially look at our panels. I'll tell you they're not free.
But I also share all of her shit because I promote her as much as she promotes me.
100%.
But like, that's one of the reasons I've left. Like, who I was sponsored by. Yeah. Because like, I would tag them in shit all the time, promoting their brand. Yeah. It was never reshared. It was never liked. And I thought, I'm doing everything for you, and I'm literally getting fuck all in return.
Yeah.
Like.
Good. Yeah, you have to know your worth too.
Yeah, and stupidly, I turned down another brand to go with this brand because they promised me the earth.
Yeah.
And I'm not mentioning the name because I'm being filmed.
Fine, but none of my business.
Yeah. No, I don't mind telling you. It's just, But I turned down another brand for it, and then I've probably burnt my bridges with that other brand now.
It depends. I think if a brand really wants you or sees value, there'll always be a business about it. Like, you know, you have to.
Maybe so. Yeah.
You have to like have that fucking business head too. Like I probably be really lax with that sometimes. About I tend to like, oh, I really like that person, and don't really look at how shit there are on social media. Yeah. And then I have to tell them, I'm like, you know, dude, you know, for a month your code has done nothing. Like, why is that? I don't know, because you haven't posted one fucking time. Like, do I really have to say this to you? Like, and that's why, like, for me, I've put out like affiliate codes and stuff like that. Not to be like, oh, we're great. It's just if I can take a couple of those people, even if they just have like 2,000 followers or something, but if they're getting huge engagement, they're better than the guy out for 20,000 followers who does fuck all because he thinks he doesn't have to. You're like, well, clearly you do.
I'm an affiliate with industry.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Like the same. So. You know, use my code, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And every time I'm wearing it, I promote it. And the amount of my clients now that I see wearing industry, the amount of people in the local gym, and they're all using my code.
Yeah.
I don't have a massive following.
Yeah.
But because I'm actively promoting them all the time.
100%.
You know.
Do I do some bed over rolls or dumbbells, or do you want to do cable work?
I'll follow you, man.
Okay,
I'll follow you.
Let's do that.
I'm here. I'm in your home. So.
That's right. There was a guy called Trevor Smith back in the day. He had a thing called nuclear muscle, and he used to put like certain pro hormones in there and stuff into it. Like, and I thought that had a good ideology in it. But again, you know, I'm sure he was very, very smart. So the sterility and stuff would have been there. But the problem is, mate, like it's like, look, even right now because of Graves' disease, I've started taking L-carnitine. Now I just make my own because it's easy as pie to make. Again, not saying do make your own shit of anything, but it's so cheap to make. Why wouldn't I?
Order it raw from fucking China.
Well, no, it's fucking L-carnitine. I can buy it off Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't need it. Like, it's L-carnitine. It's powder.
Well,
you know, just sterilize it.
Bit
of benzoyl alcohol, bit of fucking water, job done. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, you know, obviously I wouldn't just buy some fucking distilled water with Pruvites in there because they still have the shells, because some people can have reactions. But I mean, buy proper water, buy stuff. Again, not saying make your own, do as you wish. But I'd rather do that and pay like 30, 50, whatever the fuck it is for a top. I just rather just make my own.
Well, I think I use injectable L-carnitine. I think I pay about 45 quid for a 50 ml vial.
Yeah.
But I have looked at it and thought, should I just fucking make my own and save myself a fortune?
Yeah, it's just easy. But, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just because I have no skin in the game. I don't really know many people that make it, so I just couldn't give a fuck. And I was like, look, I have enough knowledge that it's easy as peas to make, and I can buy L-carnitine. It's not like I need to take a kilo of some shit from China and I don't know where the fuck it's come from. So I'm like, I can literally buy L-carnitine powder. So it's like, it's the same shit. So I mean, like, but don't get me wrong, people like buying it and all that stuff, great. Like, I was never a big proponent of it before I had this, but I need to get energy. So like Motzi is a big one for me.
I think Motzi's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant product.
Motzi's brilliant. Like, Methylene blue I've been using, except I don't want to overexcite my mitochondria.
Are you doing the methylene blue liquid or tablet form?
Liquid.
Yeah. Are you mixing it with water or just going raw on your tongue?
I just go raw.
Yeah. Just where you get blue teeth and blue tongue with it though, but yeah. It's like a kid eating those.
Well, I literally just do it. It's on my like bathroom, so I just do that, have a shower, brush my teeth and fuck off out the door. So it's kind of a routine, because if I don't have shit in front of me, I won't do it, or I'll forget. Yeah. You know, I'm not one of those people that I try and keep everything in my brain. Like I have, you know, a certain amount of tablets to take first thing in the morning, midday, and that because of this. But I mean, I didn't hold the load into the L-carnitine for a while. I thought, it's all right. You know, it's great in certain products as well. I think it's, you know, you need a couple of versions of it and it works more efficaciously. But I just thought, well, for the proponent people were using for body fat, I was like, I'd just rather just not eat 50 calories. That was I'd just do an extra couple of drops in it. That was always my ideology towards that, but it was the same. It's not just L-carnitine, it's the same with everything. Like I never used clenbuterol. I fucking hated it. I lie. I used it once, hated it, made me cramp. I was so fucking bad, hated it. T3, T4, ironically enough, probably the only drug I never took, and now I have this. So like when people say, no, I have probably leaky gut syndrome. I need to learn how to combat that. That's what's caused this immune fucking response. So that's the way I look at it. It's like, look at the root cause. Because like, problem is with doctors, they're going to like try and nuke this, then you're left with hypothyroidism, and then you're starting all over again. But it's like, my pituitary gland controls my thyroid. So what has activated this to do this?
How can I make that more efficient?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that's sometimes what you're up against. But like as I said, with the L-carnitine, I have found it beneficial. I didn't think I would, but it's beneficial in the point of energy recombination. So I think it's good in that. But it's like, also, you can go down the weeds and be injecting 50 fucking things before you do anything. Like, I would never inject anything before the fucking gym. Like, I just think I need sodium and water and a decent pre-workout probably, because I want to be focused. You know, and some days if I didn't have one, if nothing was, like if I was traveling, I forgot that cunt up. I'd literally just go to the shop, buy some Haribos and a fucking bit of sodium and water, go drink that and get a pump. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even I've gone to Boots and bought glycerol liquid.
Yeah, it does the job.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
too many people want to overcomplicate things nowadays, I think. But no, I do. I like L-carnitine.
Yeah.
I like methylene blue, MOTS-C. SLU as well. I'm quite a fan of. Yeah, but not for the fat loss benefits, because I don't think it personally. I don't see that much difference with it. Yeah. But the efficiency in the benefits it has on your kidneys, the mitochondrial effects and stuff, I think it's great.
I just think with all those peptides, number one, do not mix them together. That's thick as shit. Number two, don't be taking pills of any peptides. They can't they may work a little bit, but the problem is your stomach is pH balanced between 1.2 to 1.5. And like, look, don't get me wrong, if somebody knows anything out there, can send me some papers. But my knowledge of a peptide, if I take a peptide, reconstitute it and shake it, it's fucked. So if it's that delicate, how the fuck is it going to get past my stomach? And even like, you know, I was looking at, could you lipolyze it, you know, add a fatty acid to it, like you would liposomal vitamin C and stuff like that. It's like, but that wouldn't work either, because that would just strip that down. And also mixing certain ones, especially like the copper peptide, GKCU, whatever.
GKCU,
that shit. Like
the glow pen.
Yeah, but not even that, just like even mixing them together. Like, see people doing that all together. I'm like, how? Well, like copper strips everything. Like it literally, when you reconstitute it, it's blue. Yeah. And then you're like, there's a chemical reaction going in there. Like if you put any peptides together, they have a structure. So for instance, off the top of my head, I think BBC 157 is like a 14 amino acid structure. Yeah. TB is 32, or it's vice versa, whatever it is. But they need to fold into themselves to be able to activate in the system. So if you dump another fucking totally different amino acid sequence, you're stopping that happening because they're different molecular weights. So I'm like, well, how can that work? Like, again, I could be wrong, please educate me, but for my knowledge of molecular chemistry, that's how that works. So I'm like, I would rather take all of them individually as injectable peptides. You know, it's different with steroids and all the rest of it. They're not peptides, they're not signaling ingredients, they're literally fucking hormones. So like they're direct hormones. Same with like SARMs, they're binding to an androgen receptor. So like different kind of things. And even then, I wouldn't really mix a lot of them. Some of them can, you know, maybe your cardine and SR9009, like stuff like that, you could probably, because they're similar things and they've different half-lives, so that could probably work. But I mean, you're going into the weeds then and the nuances. But from my knowledge, again, it's not to slate anybody that has a peptide company. Like, I love peptides. I think they're fucking great. I think they should be kept out there.
But use them properly.
Well, just educate yourself on them to a degree for yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, if you take a pill and you say, amazing results, great, use it. You know, I'm not going to say don't, but like, I don't see how that could work. I don't know how that could get past here.
I think oral BPC 157 I get for gut health. I get it.
But even then,
even then to an extent, how effective is it?
You know, how?
Yeah.
Like how? Like and you know, I've done a lot of research on some of these things because obviously I was wanting to research them for my own benefit.
Yeah.
And obviously I've used BPC 157 TB5, but again, I've taken it separately. I've always mixed it in the same time. But that's just my overthinking brain. Like again, if somebody has a load of information on how that peptide could get down through the stomach or a way to activate like that, please educate.
And I think as well, with having them mixed in a pen as well, however you do it, how do you might think, well, I want a little bit more copper, I want a little bit more of that. Like it's the same as, do you know when you buy these test blends, when you got like test, mast and tren in one vial? Well, what if you want to up your test, but then you've also got to up your tren and your mast?
100%.
And then it's...
I think like not everyone fits right, but like for me, it's just like with those peptides, they are so delicate. They are so delicate. Like even reconstituting them, if you put the fucking water in at a direct angle, you're destroying something. I'm like, well, you're putting that in a fucking pill. You're shaking the shit out of it. Granted, people say, oh, it's not reconstituted. It's reconstituted in your stomach, bro. And you're fucking like, your stomach is industrial paint stripper. And like, look at how peptides, look at how the amino acid sequences of these things work. How when you're injected in the body, they reconstitute and fold in your body. So they fold into structures. That's how it works. I'm gonna say, I could talk all day. But again, it's not, I don't know like a lot of companies that do a lot of peptides. I just go, I have a friend of mine who, he knows a guy and he recommended them. I just took them. But again, I took them individually. I didn't even look if he had, stuff there. So forgive me, man, I'm not slating your brand. But as I said, from a scientific perspective, that doesn't work. In my opinion, can't work. Especially copper. When they put copper with anything, I'm like, no, I take that at a completely separate hour because I don't even want to interfere with stuff that's circulating my system. Because that's how paranoid I am with that, even breaking all that down. Because if you look at copper, how it works with other peptides, it strips them. Do you know, it doesn't quite work as an uncoupling agent, but do you know what I mean? Like it has, I can't remember the fucking word. Sorry, my chemistry brain's fucked today. Been a long day. But like it just, in my opinion, it can't work. But again, with anyone out there, please DM me, educate me. But I did chemistry for a long time. It's not like I'm some fucking schmuck. But again, I did chemistry in university when I was 20, 21, 19, 20, 20, whatever the fuck it was.
So science is science. Like,
that's
what you learnt then is still the same science now, right?
Yeah, I don't think, but as I said, if somebody knows a way, but I just can't see how that works. I can't. But people have probably said, I don't know anyone that's taken any pills of this. I know the BPC, I've definitely heard that, but anything else, I don't really know. I don't know what's out there because, again, and that's probably really bad for me, I just don't look at what everybody else does.
No, I agree.
Don't give a fuck.
And I know some people that, let's go, like SLU, for example. I know people that are taking oral SLU, but purely because they don't like the pain when they inject it. Well, first of all, grow a pair of bollocks. But like, second of all, like, again, I'm the same as you. It's just going to break down your fucking gut. Like, for the sake of 2 seconds, yes, it feels like you're injecting hot piss into your chest. But like, it's 2 seconds. I've never really looked at that. It was mainly like what I was looking at, I suppose, from my perspective. BPC 157, TB5, I've taken for years. But I've only ever looked at like MOTC and the L-carnitine just because of energy recombination. And I thought, well, that makes sense to me, especially MOTC. Methylene blue 2 I would use sporadically because I don't want to over liberate like mitochondrial cells because I think eventually you're going to burn something out, which you will. I can't remember offhand. Again, my brain's a bit fucked today, but like that's I think everything within. But I think the MOTC and the carnitine, I can use those unlimited. But again, I'll run one or the other. I won't be running them because I don't want to like be in fifth gear for everything because already my system's overstimulated. So I don't want to overstimulate it to the point where I crash it. Again, it's and that's one thing with the videos I'll make is it's all trial and error. I'll sit down and say why I did this and why I did that and the reading that I did on it. And hopefully, and again, that's the one good thing I hope about like with Alpha and what we're doing is I'm not trying to slate anybody's brand or say you're right, you're wrong. If somebody has a BPC 157 pill and they say, look, this is the research I found, send it to me. And I'll go, I was wrong. I'll be the first one to go, I'm wrong. But okay, I'll tell you, I'll make it.
100%. But like for me, it's like, I just can't see how it can get past that. Because that is a totally different animal. And to signal something in the body, to me, it has to be either sub-Q or intramuscular.
Unless they've got some sort of product that we don't know about that's giving these products a coat of armor to protect the stuff.
But even if you liposomalize it, it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't. Because it's not robust. It's not, I suppose, fucking hardy enough to survive it. It doesn't have that mechanism because it's so delicate. But that's, again, please educate me. But,
I'm the same as you, like, show me the proof and...
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just can't see how that would work.
Obviously, look, bear in mind, a lot of their businesses and they're marketing them, and look, at the end of the day, they're trying to make sales.
Yeah,
Some people don't care about the actual effectiveness of their product, they just care about their bank numbers.
Well, that's it, but fair play to them. Like, as I said, like, exactly. I'm not going to go out and, you know, pick on some company and say, you shouldn't have done this. As I said, I buy peptides from a company I don't even know, do they have fucking these blends? And I don't care if they do. Just, I know what I'm taking works for me, so fuck it, you know? Near Pakistan, who've done some stuff for us, decent clothing or whatever. But what we did is we got some of the blanks done in Portugal. Yeah. And we said, look, if you have some of this clothing, can you get it made? Because we'd half of what we needed. And he said, no, I can recreate that, send them over. So I said, you print them first as well? Yeah. Still waiting.
Fuck's sake.
Like, he sent me loads of videos and pictures that being sent, and I'm like, because, oh, brother, they got lost. I was like, they didn't get fucking lost, mate. Will you shut up, will you? Yeah. Where are my fucking stuff, like?
Yeah, you just haven't fucking done it,
Yeah, because, like, thing is, mate, like, I'll just fly over to Pakistan with one of the lads, say, come on, fuck. Do you know what I mean? He'll be a Pakistan lad, he'll be able to speak the language. I'm like, yeah, mate, I ain't going over there like fucking dumb fuck Irish lad not having a clue. I'll bring someone from there, mate. I've plenty of friends from there. So like, and I said that, I was like, mate, we'll go over. So my boxing coach, you know, his whole family from there. And I said, mate, will you come over? He goes, pay for my ticket, bro, I'm there. So I'm like, sweet.
Job done,
Yeah, I'm like, you know, but it's bad when you have to get to that point. Like, you know, I just hate rudeness, man.
Yeah, just be, do you know what it is? Just be honest. Just say, do you know what, we're slow, we haven't done it, whatever. Like
100%. Just keep me in the loop. Don't make me, oh, brother, we fucking lost this. Mate, I ain't your brother. Fuck all. You owe me money, mate. Give me my shit.
Business,
Yeah, dude, like, just be honest. Like, I'm cool with honesty. Go, fuck, I haven't got done. Sound, mate, shoot me the money back. I'll get someone else to do it.
Do you know what, I've been, like, I mean, my merch that I get done in the shop, to be fair, it's small numbers. But I get them made, do you know, thick?
Yeah. So I don't know them, but I've seen the THICC.
Yeah, so he makes my merch. Yeah. But I order like 10 at a time, do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm ordering thousands of pounds worth.
Yeah, but dude, it's a start.
But,
and if he's good to you about it, like...
Do you know what, he's so good, and the quality of his stuff's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I haven't got any of his t-shirts. Like,
do you know what, I was going to wear one today, but I thought...
But I've seen it. I've seen it, like, it blowing up a bit for him.
Nice.
So fair play.
It's big heavyweight stuff. It's similar sort of quality to yours. Maybe not quite as good as yours, but not far off. Like, if I message him today, and I could do a whole new logo design, send it off to him, by Wednesday that'll be in my shop.
That's savage.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? He's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but you see that, like, that makes such a difference, because we're waiting months for shit.
Yeah, like
months. Like, we have like 3 other people that we use just for this exact thing.
Yeah.
But it was just, I wanted to do a really big launch of the camo before anyone else did it. And then fucking, I see like everybody doing it, and I'm like, well, I've missed the boat now.
Young LA are all over it, Jim Clark are over it.
Fuck me.
But, do you know what, that's not a bad thing, man. Like,
yeah, but still, you're just, fuck. It looks like you've...
Yeah, you've copied them, I get it, but...
I'm like, fuck.
But irrelevant, look, who gives a shit?
So I do. I like it. That shit irks me, mate, because I would never blatantly copy anybody's shit. It's always come from, like, I've always, like, if you look at most of our logos, they're all digi-camo. Yeah. They're all based on army stuff. Yeah. And that's where they've all came from. So I always, once the kind of clothing started to come back in fashion, like I had seen it on a runway show, and I was like, oh, it's coming back in fashion, like, but it wasn't. It was more just the camo tops, and I was like, brilliant, now I'll start doing it, because obviously back in the day you had like Muscle Works doing it and stuff like that.
Yeah, Explosive Fibers like a bit of camo, didn't they?
I think so, So it was always, and even then I seen Jordan had bought it back recently. I was like, fuck, I missed the boat here totally, but hopefully it'll last for a while, because I've always kind of loved that kind of. Yeah, I like a bit of vibrant
I think this sort of stuff, like the trees and the leaves, that's only recently coming in, so I think there's plenty of time left on that.
Hopefully, because I don't want to like be that guy.
Yeah. Do you know, you see certain brands you think they're going to be fucking flying, and other brands you think that won't do so well, and then some of those brands have been incredibly opposite. Like a prime example, Gas Mark 10, right?
Yeah, Rob.
You know, I'm a big fan of Rob. Yeah. And I think he's a lovely guy, and I love the brand. But the brand doesn't do well in my shop at all. But there's a shop, literally, a gym that's 5-10 miles up the road. He can't get enough of it. Yeah. Like, but we're local, but it's weird that he said, like he said, Ed, I can't get it in quick enough. Yeah. And yet I can get it in, it just sits on the shelves and doesn't move.
I think, because like I met Rob, like for the first time up at Wolf's Ups and the boys, and I met him there, and he was just like such a kind human being.
He is,
like,
he's a lovely guy.
He really, really is. And I want the best from him, because like, as I said, once I knew him, like, and he invited us to our gym, and obviously I looked at some of the pounds, so I was like, oh, he's pretty good, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I want to see him do well, like I genuinely do, but I think you either buy into him or you don't. And it's like with Alpha, like a lot of people go, I know your brand. I was like, yeah, what do you use of it? Oh, well, I use this. They don't use my shit like a lot of the time. And it's like, I can either say like people, because I know some people talk shit about me. I think it's hilarious because I'm like,
I fucking love it. The more shit you talk about me, the happier I am.
Sometimes I'm like, why you bother? Because you don't even fucking know me. But
the fact you're on their tongue is good enough.
You must be doing well. But like the other end of the spectrum is like, well, why aren't you buying our shit? Like, and obviously that's something I'm doing, and I have to take responsibility for that because like people have their loyalty and stuff, but people will always go outside that loyalty. They just will, because not every brand does everything brilliant, or they just don't have it. Like, it's like we don't have cream of rice. I hate cream of rice, but I'm eventually going to do it and put it in my brand because so many people have asked me for it. And rather being that dickhead, oh, I hate it. And I guarantee when I get it in, I'll advertise and go, I hate cream of rice. But this mixes really well and tastes good for cream of rice.
I'm actually a cream of rice fan, to be fair.
I fucking hate it.
I do, purely because for me, it digests fucking brilliantly.
Yeah, so I get that, but it's like tastes like sand. I can't be fucked.
When I first started making it, I had exactly like that. I couldn't make it right, and I cocked it up, and it was lumpy and horrible. And over the time, I've mastered it now. And now I've mastered it, I fucking love it.
I just fucking have oats.
I mean, I like oats. I have both, to be fair. But and funny enough, I use Rob's cream of rice because I think it actually does mix the best.
Yeah, I heard it's really good, but I just can't get over I just can't get over it, mate. Like, I just don't like it. Like
some of it is shit. In fairness, like some brown, I don't know what they put in it. But it's gritty. And I'm like, what the fuck are you adding to it?
Look, I've made it okay, like a kind of soup. That's the best I've ever got. And like, if I'm stuck, like if I know what it is, like, and I want a simple carb to go train on, I'll mix it with my protein shake and drink it. So I'm like, I've got it in. It's handy as fuck with that. But I mean, for me to sit there and enjoy that like 4 times a day, like some people, I'd rather punch myself in the dick. But as I said, I have been in hotel rooms with bowls of it, eating it and going, yeah, this is less shit than the last one. But I'm a very like, I wouldn't say fuzzy, I'm bland. I like about 7 foods and that's all I eat. And I could
that's
give a
bodybuilding now, isn't it?
Yeah,
We're
like,
all the same.
the only thing I like is that I'm a cunt for is like sweets. Like I'm a fucker. I'll eat Pringles, fucking Haribo's, all that shit. I don't discriminate against.
It's hyper palatable though, isn't it? It's so easy to get in.
And that's the problem with that. Like, and that's why I think I've had issues with what I have issues with.
And I think that's where certain brands, like there are so many brands that the actual product itself is shit, but they do really well with flavors and they make it really palatable. Like, I'm not going to mention the brand on camera, but there's a brand that sells very well. And the flavors, in fairness, the flavors are banging. But I think the actual quality of the product is shit. And like if I've on a rare occasion had to use some of their protein, and I mix it up, it goes clumpy, it clogs up the shaker, or it goes to, or I put it in a blender and it's gone ultra foamy.
Oh really?
And I will tell you the brand off camera.
It's all right. But I don't even care really. I'm like whatever.
But it's just like, but it's probably one of the biggest selling brands in the fucking industry. But, it's because it tastes nice.
But I think as well as that, it's the way you market it, man. Like, and it's what people buy into. Like, I see brands and I'm like, you're doing that well. How? Do you know what I mean? Like, how? Like, really? You know, I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck that works. But rather than like discriminate against it,
well marketed as well, is that does well.
I think well marketed, or you're tapping up the right people, or you're kissing the right ass.
And also sometimes the name behind the brand. So this particular brand I'm talking about, the name behind it is a very big name. So therefore, the brand does well. But
dude, like on the DL, I work with a lot of influencers, designing their products and stuff. And I'm like, I even said to one like recently, I was like, that'll never work. It's like, why? I was like, 'cause shit, it'll sell the first time. And he's like, no, I'm sure. And when he released it, it went gangbusters. And then the second sale, nope. And I was like, mate, people are too sophisticated nowadays. He's like, well, what do you think I should do? I was like, throw all that shite in the bin. You sold fucking, mate. He could have retired nearly off that because he sold so much of it. But I mean, there's nothing behind it. Like, I was like, I don't, like, because he was like, oh, will you design for it? I was like, no, what have I to design? There's nothing to design, bro. Like, that 4-year-old child could do that. Like, so I'm like, no, there's no intricacy in that. Like, there's no finesse in that. I don't want to be behind that. Whereas I've got other guys who are so into it and so clued into it that want the best they can possibly have. And like, you know, sometimes price might come into it, but not really.
But do you know what? Maybe it's just me, but and probably because I'm a little bit of a nerd and I genuinely love this shit, I will happily pay a bit more for a better product. Like even before I met you, like I was saying, I was already using Alpha Neon before I knew you.
Appreciate that.
Because I like the brand and I use it and I genuinely like it. But like, so when Josh said, oh, I'm going to put you in contact with Adrian, I was like, fucking brilliant. Like, I was well happy with it.
But there's
some like, like I say, certain brands that sell purely because the name's behind it, like whatever this brand is with the influencer, if they're an influencer, they've obviously got a following. And something sells off the back of that.
Like, obviously, look, it didn't even really tag really on the market, but I've seen the numbers.
Yeah.
Because he told me, like, I would say he's a friend. Like, one guy now I'm working with now is a really good friend. And he's doing everything right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if he's touching base that, for me, what it is, dude, if you bring out a product, as long as people can't really pick flaws in there always will, because people sometimes don't like it. Might be friends to your face, but they're like that underneath the table.
Of course,
And I know that. And it's like, and also I've seen people who are like one ingredient products and they're selling them for treble the price. And you're like, oh man, you're just ripping people off. Why would you do that?
A key with something like ashwagandha. You might buy it for £3 in one shop and £30 in another shop. It's the same fucking product.
100%.
Like
100%.
Like, how are you getting away with that?
Even the generic, there's not much difference.
No, there isn't a huge amount.
You know what I mean? Well, not in this country, because people are very diligent with what fucking goes in that, because they kind of have to be. Like, the regulations are so strenuous, you can't really fuck around.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Yeah.
You know, you really can't. Like, to a certain, people say, you can't really. You can say whatever the fuck they want, but look, I've been on a manufacturing level, seen everything that goes into it, been on the other side of a purchaser, and also been as a person who's selling it. So I'm like, I've seen every single side of it, mate. So I'm telling you, you might be able to fuck around in certain countries, but you definitely won't fuck around here.
No, England, we're too hot on it over here. Like, and there's some great brands, like there's a brand coming to market, and you will know the man behind the brand. And I think it's due to come out this month or next month. But the pricing is going to be dear. However, it's the ingredient panel. Take care, mate. Nice to meet you. But the ingredient panel and how it's loaded up, I look at it and think, fuck me, like, that's going to cause problems in the industry in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't wait to give it a go when it comes out. But,
yeah, for sure.
And you may already be working with him, but yeah, it's one of those ones. But because he's not a huge name in our industry, we know him behind the scenes. But in the public eye, he's not a huge name. Will it do well? I don't know.
It just depends. Like, look, it's all about, like, a lot of people stick together in the industry, and that's great. Like, I think fair play. I've just always kind of done my own thing. Like, if people want to support me, great. If they don't, fuck them. Do you know what I mean? And it's
mantra.
like fair enough. And if you do, that's great. Like, would it be great to get more support from other people? Yeah, of course it would. But I'm not going to go and suck people's dicks. Or kiss someone's fucking fanny. It just ain't me, man. Like, rock and roll. Like, do your own thing. Because I think sometimes if you're given this path, then the people that give you that path can take that path away.
Of course.
And it's like, well, just do your own thing and figure it out for yourself. And like, there is a bit of that. And like, fair play. Like, you know, why not? It's like, if you have kids and you can help your kids do better, then do. Like, who the fuck isn't? Like, no point like, oh, son, you want some trainers, go work for them. You know what I mean? But dad, you're a millionaire. I just think then you're a cock. But like, show the value of things and everything else, and also help them out. And I think it's great to help your friends. But as I said, a lot of the time I'm kind of on my own, because I don't really interact with people. And again, that's probably my own fault to a degree. So you can't really complain about it then.
I found some of my friends, though, are the least, well, they're probably not even real friends. They're the last people that supported my business.
Oh, 100%. Like, 100%.
You know, I've had more help and more love from strangers since opening my shop than I have from, I mean, I've got some friends that have been amazing. But the majority of them, they're nowhere to be seen.
Like, I have mates who have clothing companies and all the rest of it. And it's like, do I need more clothing? Fuck no. Like, I probably have 400 pairs of trainers. I have, you know, like, literally one of my rooms is turned into a walking road. I don't need any more clothes. I don't need anything. But the reality of it is like, my friend owns a clothing company, and anytime I go, oh fuck, I want new t-shirts, or that's a cool design, I don't ask, it's over here, but I don't ask for like discounts, anything. Like, don't get me wrong, if he sees a pack in it, he'll throw me in a t-shirt or something. But if he doesn't, I don't care. I don't do that. Like, when he has barbecues, I go down and support him. You know, I support him all the time because he's my friend. And like, I'm going to buy clothes anyways. And it's not like I can go into, like, I don't know, wherever the fuck you buy clothes, really. Like JD Sports, for instance, and go, lads, I'm awesome. Can I get 20% off? So why the fuck would I do that to my friends? I'm going to wear t-shirts anyways. So why not wear my friend's t-shirt? As long, like, don't get me wrong, if they're shit, I probably wouldn't buy them and I wouldn't say anything about it. But like, I like what he does. So why the fuck not have that? Or why not buy a t-shirt from my missus or whatever the fuck it is? It's ridiculous. Like,
it's funny. Like, if you come to me and, like, I'll give you a prime example. When I opened my shop, one of my friends went, brilliant. I get discount protein now. I was like, just for saying that, you fucking don't. Like, just for, I said, if I wanted to offer you a discount, I will.
And you would
and there
too.
are friends that I do look after, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But like, there are also friends, the ones that expect it, no chance.
Yeah, but for me, what it is, bro, is like, those kids that'll all help me. I'll give them some free products. Not free products, I'll just say, well, I would have paid them to fucking do a couple hours work. So do you want some supplements?
Yeah.
I'll give them some training programs. I'll help them out. Like,
you
know, all those kids, I've helped them out with lots of shit. And like, they've helped me out. So it's not like I haven't done it for that reason. I've just done it because they're nice kids.
Yeah, and it's nice to be nice.
And as well as that, they're not being fuckheads. You know, they're not out getting shit-faced. They're not out on the bag.
Yeah.
You know, they're being productive. They got really good jobs. They're all doing well at it.
Yeah.
But it's like a gesture to say, like, here, lads, there's a t-shirt, there's something.
Yeah.
Because you've helped me out today.
Prime example, James, who I just told you about. Me and him did the same show in October.
Yeah.
When do you know when he came on stage and everyone looked at him and thought, it's fucking lights out for everyone.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
Like, he was miles ahead of everyone. He came third. And like, we look at him like, how the fuck has that happened?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And it's just mad. But then when you go backstage and the people that beat him, you see the judges like, oh, hello mate, they all know each other. You're like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, like the thing is, as I said, as long as, for me, when it's like, I can see the argument, I'm fine with it. When I'm like, that guy got fucked, or that chick got railed, I'm like, nah, like, I don't like, I haven't gone to that many shows for a while. Like, I just had to, like, this year, because I helped a couple of people just for fun. And I just wanted to kind of see the industry a bit more. Yeah. And it kind of gave me a fire for it again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's like fucking. It's a bit ambitious.
Like, I came second in that show.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not one of those guys. It's like, oh, I should have won. I don't like. I come where I come. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. Like, I don't really give it personally. Don't give a shit about placements. As long as I look better than I looked last year, then that's my win.
Yeah, but like, you still want to win. Yeah. Nobody does it short to lose.
Of course. Yeah. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to get upset if I don't.
No, but that's because you're not, like, the problem is, like, a lot of guys take this so seriously that they're going to be pro, that they're going to be this. And they're like, dude, have you seen pro bodybuilders? Yeah. Like, have you been around a men's physique guy in person? Have you seen Jeremy Buendia? Have you seen Ryan Terry? Have you seen these guys?
I went up to RT Fit.
Yeah.
And I was talking to one unit, my mate Pete, about it. And I said, people don't understand how fucking big that man is.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, people think, because we're men's physique, we're small. Like, you know, I got to 120 kilos as well, quite comfortably. Yeah. That's a big guy.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're classed as the small guys.
Well, like, if you look at, like, there was a guy, a really good bodybuilder called Ahmad Haider.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, Ryan's physique is very like that.
Yeah.
Just a smaller waist and slightly smaller guy. Ahmed, I literally seen train 2 times. He fucking nails. And like, I've seen Ryan walk around in a fucking vest when he's been training for a couple of years back. Yeah. Guy is an awesome physique. Yeah, I'm like, phenomenal. I wouldn't say that guy's small. I'm like, what are you talking about?
It just makes me laugh. Like,
yeah, I'm like, fuck off.
Like, I'm nowhere near that level. And I know I'm not. Like, you know, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not arrogant
at least you're honest about it. Some people aren't.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
with themselves mainly.
Like, I know, there's a guy I know, again, he'll watch this video, so I won't mention the name. In his head, he should be pro already.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm looking at him thinking, you've got years ahead of you, mate. Like, I mean, and I think maybe at some point he will get there. He's only a young lad.
Yeah.
And he looks all right, but he needs to humble himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's put you next to, he does classic. And I was like, even put him next to James. You're nowhere near that size, and James isn't even a pro. Like, you know, put him next to someone like Mr. Hollinshead. He's going to look like he's anorexic.
Yeah, but James, like, I see, this is the thing, like, people don't realise, like, James, like, last day is nearly 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
Like, he's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and people don't realise how big he is, especially that way. His thickness is, he's like a Belgian blue bull, and when he's pumped up at all, mate, like, that's why when, like, when people go, oh, he's not as, mate, that guy, even since he's won a pro show last, he's gained 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's like 15 pounds on a frame that big is fucking monstrous. Because he's not gaining 15 pounds fat. He's gaining 15 pounds of muscle.
Muscle, yeah.
You know, and it's like, you don't understand that. Like, you know.
I remember when I saw him at King's, and it's the first time I'd seen him in person. You see people online, you're like, they're big. And I saw him in person, and I was like, fuck.
I think as well as that, because he's deceptive, because he's not massively this super wide. He's wide, but then he wears baggy clothes.
He's thick this way as well.
Yeah, dude, like, he's so big. He's just, it's like, it's muscle stacked on top of muscle. And it's still pretty looking physique. Yeah. Like, when they go, he doesn't have abs or something, I'm like, mate, when he controls everything, dude, I'm like, I've been in that posing room. His legs are like 2 Belgian blue bulls. His waist looks tiny, and his fucking chest, like rival Samson's when it's full. You just don't realise that. And it's like, there's levels, I get this. But what's separating those guys is so minuscule. You have no idea. And then you're saying this guy's shit. I'm like, mate, shut the fuck up. So, and like all of those, like, you know.
But these keyboard warriors that are saying they look shit.
But even the, like, these guys, like these bodybuilding channels just slating people. I'm like, mate, you're nobody.
Yeah.
Like, at least, like people say, oh, Nick's strength and power. Oh, he's too respectful. It's not, mate. It's because he's never achieved anything on stage.
Yeah.
Like, it's like this with Sam Sulek. Look, if somebody goes, Sam, a good bodybuilder, great bodybuilder. Will he do anything in the Ireland Classic? Fuck no, he should be last.
Yeah.
Not even last, but he's like, if he makes top 10, I'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think he has a chip. I think as an open bodybuilder, I think he'd be really good. But he doesn't have the structure, I don't think, for Classic. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But do I think he's a great bodybuilder? And do I think he's good for the sport? 100%. Do I think he's a nice guy? Seems like a lovely guy.
He seems like he seems very humble.
Exactly.
I think the same. And again, I'm not knocking the guy. I think Sam looks great. But I'm the same. I think his proportions are built more for open than for Classic.
Yeah.
However, he doesn't have the size for open yet.
Yeah, but
so he's going into Classic.
Yeah,
but maybe if he took a couple of years out and then went into open,
maybe he might just keep doing it until he develops out of the Classic. But he doesn't have a Classic physique, in my opinion. Like, but that's not slating him and saying he's bad physique. I think he's a great physique. He's got a way better physique than I ever had. So fair fuck, and he's a pro bodybuilder. So I don't have the right to judge him in that. But you know, somebody asked me last day, oh, how will he do in the Ireland Classic? I was like, I think he'll be outside the top 10.
Yeah.
And I said, if he's inside it,
because there's only 10 on stage.
Yeah, or a few of them are out of condition. But I've never seen Classic guys out of condition.
They don't get out.
They don't.
No.
Because they're trying to make weight, most of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I think he'll do well? I think he's great for the bodybuilding, but I think that'll hurt his brand because all these guys go, oh, you should have won. No, he shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
Like when people say Chris Bumstead should have won, yeah, but I personally feel that Mike bet him that last year.
Yeah,
I think he did. You know,
I think it's a tough one, isn't it? Because these guys, because they're so prominent, they get a little bit of clout behind them because of who they are in the industry in terms of their marketing and their personal brand.
Yeah.
So that gives them a few extra points because of that. But
don't get me wrong, I think like Chris Bumstead, like you could see why he won.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I think like people didn't realise how much Mike. When I seen Mike's physique, I was like, "Fuck."
Mike Summerfield is ridiculous.
He is beating him in some poses, and I think that whole thing online of slating the fuck out of him about his height and shit. I'm like, yeah, maybe he wasn't, but you telling me all of those other bodybuilders, like some of them bodybuilders have gained 1.5 inches allegedly since they started competing. So it's like, dude, like why are you highlighting just one guy? And the same with Derek. Like, look, I don't know Derek personally. I think he's a really good physique, and I think you could see the argument of why he won the Olympia.
Yeah.
Do I think Andrew Jack can beat him? Yeah, 100%. Do I think if Samson come back, do I think Hattie beat him? No, because he's a lot more glaring weaknesses like his leg and everything else. But do I think Hattie's a great bodybuilder? Yeah, 100%.
Oh, fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Well, I saw a video this morning, just before I was coming here, of Samson. I looked at him, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, he's huge, but like
he's the biggest he's ever been now.
But then I do worry about like at what cost? You're in your 40s, bro.
Yeah.
You're in your 40s and you're pushing it to a level. Like, don't get me wrong. I saw him in the videos because it came up last day.
I've never seen him in person, so
I've seen him in person. He is again kind of baggier clothes, can't really see. But then you see a bit of his leg and you're like, holy fuck. He's like, he's just so big. But I mean, it's mass with class. Like his symmetry is there. Like he's clavicularly massively wide. Everything's thick, and he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
And like, do I think he made a mistake at the thing? No, I don't think he made a mistake because he tried something the judges told him. They said come in better condition, and he did that, but it just didn't suit his physique. So, do I think he could come back and win it? Yeah. And do I think Hattie could win it? Yeah, of course, because if
they're all capable of winning it, I think at that level.
It's the first time in the Olympia that like 5 guys can genuinely win it. That top 5, like I think Martin doesn't have the separation to do it yet, but I think in a couple of years when he gets
and
that
Martin's only young still, don't forget as well.
But that's what I mean. I think once he gets that muscle maturity, because if you look at like Bumstead when he first won to when he last won, the muscle maturity was phenomenal.
Times,
and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Bumstead shouldn't have won that, but I think Mike could have bet him. But I don't think he would have bet him ever. But like Bumstead did so much for bodybuilding, it's great, and I think Sam has done the same.
I think the same. Like, and don't forget, Sam Sulek's what, 22, 23?
Yeah.
Like,
well, this is it.
And look how good he looks at that age. Yeah. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, like, look at like Jay Cutler when he was 24. Sam is in a trajectory to be kind of that size.
Oh, for sure. I think when he hits his late 20s, early 30s,
oh yeah, dude.
He'll if he carries on in the trajectory he's going, he'll be almost unbeatable.
Well, I think he'll be a great open bodybuilder, but I think in classic, I think he's just misplaced.
But he's got to go there because you put him on the men's open now.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I think I don't see why he bothered.
Yeah.
I don't see why he bothered.
Just take the time out.
Yeah, like, dude, you're 22, bro. Imagine having a physique like that at 22. I'd kill for that. And that's the thing is when I said that to somebody, go, oh, do you not like him? I love Sam Sulek.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch 4 hours of his videos, but I think he's great for the sport. He's bringing a new generation on. And I know there's a caveat of, oh, kids take it steroids. Yeah, but they're going to do it anyways. Of course. It's the education. Your parents should be raising you, not Sam Sulek.
Yeah.
And I think Sam is great for the sport. He seems like a really humble guy, but I do think he's more placed for the Open. And I said that to Kid. He goes, oh, well, that'd take time. I go, yeah. But like, how many guys back in the day would turn NPC pro and then would take 2 years off and come back? I think if Sam won his pro card, took 2 years off and hit the stage 24, 25, I think he'd be placing like top 6 in a lot of those smaller shows to start off with. Because he has that tendency to be big. I just don't, like, look, I could be totally wrong. You could walk on stage there and kill it.
You could be shocked. Yeah, but we don't know.
I hope I am.
You don't know what they're going to put on the stage that day. I mean, when's Arnold's? March, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, funny, me and Pete were just talking. We're probably going to go. Well, not to America. We're going to go to the English one.
All right. Okay.
I wish I haven't got Ohio money at the moment.
That's all right. Ohio's freezing anyways.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
But we're going to go to the UK Arnold's, but there's still a decent lineup at that, to be fair.
Oh, it's a great lineup.
Yeah.
It's a great lineup. And like, the thing is, like, when people see Hadi in person too, like, I just don't think he bet Derek this year.
Oh.
I don't think so. And
no,
I thought Derek won. Like, people can say he was soft in this.
Yeah.
But again, Derek is super young. Derek's only like 29, 30.
Yeah, I think he's 30, I think. Yeah,
and it's like, dude, like, you don't realize it's like, Samson's 40, Hadi's 41.
Yeah.
I think 40, 41.
Yeah.
Like, all these guys, bar maybe Nick Walker, are relative. Andrew Jack's
what's
46.
Nick's 33, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like that?
Andrew Jacks is like 41, 42. Like, all these guys are a lot older. Martin's younger, but Martin, again, very soft. Not soft, I mean, he's just...
He hasn't got the maturity yet.
The separation's there. He's lacking separation.
But that will come.
But he is hard, like his condition, he's great, again, amazing bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You know, he gets a couple of people slipping, he's top 3 in the world.
That's a question, actually, on those guys. It's not really a bodybuilding question, but being a supplement guy, with Martin, Samson, Sam Sulek, all of them have left Fuad and gone elsewhere.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a pattern in that? Because I'm a massive fan of Fuad and Hostile, and I like the guys behind it. But
I don't really know much about his brand, mate. I've never really looked.
Well, it's not really prominent in this country, is it? But I just I like the guy behind it.
Yeah, I think it's look. I think the thing is, you have a marketing budget.
Yeah.
And if bodybuilders get better, like Martin's come a lot better.
Yeah, and obviously he's gone to Raw, who obviously got a huge amount of money behind them to pay him.
Raw are owned by ESN.
Yeah.
So they bought Raw Revival were bought out by ESN.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they bought them for 128 million. So they're owned by ESN. Because as far as I know, again, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that they were going to launch in the US.
Yeah.
But they thought it was easier to buy out a brand and then keep that going and scale that.
Okay.
So they own that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they own ESN.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're a big, massive, obviously German.
Yeah. ESN are huge. Some of the guys they've got with them.
Yeah, they're a conglomerate, they're.
Do you reckon Samson will go somewhere like that?
I think you go to My Protein.
Do you reckon? Well, I know Ryan put out a thing the other day saying he's working and they're close together, Gymshark.
Yeah, I think they will, because I think that's what
he... Is My Protein the right fucking choice?
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter to Samson.
It's money,
because realistically, like, look, it's an English brand. Samson's English. Like, what other brand maybe other than Applied could afford them?
Yeah,
like, what other English brand could really afford them? Maybe a few. Do you know what I mean? You might have a few.
I mean, I don't know what sort of money he'd be getting, but...
Oh, dude, it'd be
a lot. I know that much.
Yeah, dude, like, he'd be on 20 grand a month.
Yeah.
I would suggest.
And let's be honest, like, maybe Perform, maybe. But
that's dude, that's 250 million. Like, Perform are big in the UK.
Yeah.
Like, you need a brand that's big in a few places.
Yeah.
Like Applied or in America. Or Applied, they could afford that. Like, but can...
Yeah, Applied definitely could,
maybe Perform could. I don't know what kind of money they're making.
Well, I suppose when you look at Perform, it's protein bargains, isn't it, really?
Yeah. You know, how much of the, like with the Sam Sulek thing, that had to put them on the map. But then when he went away, how much did he take away?
Yeah, it's a valid point.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like...
And then, I suppose it's like JP as well. Like, yes, he's got a few good athletes.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a guy. He could maybe afford them. I don't know.
Do you reckon he can?
I don't know, man. I'll be honest, bro. I don't look into what these guys do. I couldn't give...
Because, again, JP's a good brand. He's big in England. I know he's just launched in Europe now, but until...
Yeah,
recently,
is he turning over enough? Translate? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, as bad as it sounds, like when I go into stores, like obviously you see the cream of rice everywhere. So like, I mean, like he has to be doing well in that. But again, what are margins? Like, again, I don't fucking. He's probably buying probably 10 times what I'm, I don't know, because he has a market space for it. I don't. I have to be relatively, not conservative, but like I still have to invest a lot in it.
Of course, yeah.
But like, I don't know what he's doing, mate. Like, I don't know anything about his brand, his business. Not in a bad sense. It's like, I see it, and I see it's there. And like, you know, certain things, when he done that Iron Brew thing, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously he's a big name in the industry, so fair play to him. Like, as a businessman, respect the shit out of him. As a personal level, I don't know him.
No, I've
never met him.
Never met the guy.
I met him once in a show because one of my exes was competing.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, I don't, and it was like, I was introduced to him by Monster Factory because I'm really close to Amy and Mick.
Yeah.
So they said, oh, have you ever met JP? I'm like, no. Hi, nice to meet you. Having a good show. Yeah, that was it. And that was like fucking 10 years ago or something.
I've seen him once. I went to the shed when it opened, when him and James had it together.
Yeah.
And I went to the opening day, and obviously I saw him and James walking about there, but you don't get a chance to speak to them. They're so fucking busy talking to them, like, obviously on an opening day.
The thing is, I just know James really well, but I just don't know him. I've never... And I'm always one of those people, I'll reserve judgment until I meet someone.
Yeah.
I think he's the nicest guy in the world, whatever. I just don't know. And like, I don't, again, the saddest thing, I see what people are doing. Like, I see, that brand is everywhere. Fair play. But I've never sat down and go, oh, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. The only reason I'm doing cream of rice isn't because of them, because of how I use it.
Because the market demands it.
It's because, people have DM'd me going, I love the taste of your protein. Can you put that flavour in a cream of rice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound.
Makes sense.
Or I'll try.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it mightn't translate.
And if it
I don't think it's translated great. I think it's okay. I think it tastes okay. But again, I don't like cream of rice. The people I gave it to said, oh, that tastes really good. I don't mind paying an extra couple of quid for it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Other people have said, no.
Yeah.
So you can't please everyone, man. Like, and it's for me, it's like, I've never really done that much when people have asked me time and time again to do something. I'm like, oh, I'll just do it when I feel like. But now I like kind of have to soften a bit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like the industry is that, like, you know, you have to like take stuff on board the odd time.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just go, fuck everyone. And like, sometimes I've been a bit like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I haven't. Like, I think that's always been my superpower. Like as I said, the problem with me is I haven't been to 1 million stores.
Yeah.
I worked heavily with distributors and stuff like that because that's what I want to do. It's easy for me to build a brand. I was like, all right, I know X amount's going out every month. I know we do well here. We have an Alpha gym. That's great.
Yeah.
You know, again, the problem with gyms is you're never going to set your as long as I can add equipment and keep the wolves up from the door, I'm happy. Like, I'm never going to make £1 million out of gyms. You're just not.
I think people think gyms earn a fortune and they don't realise like they really they cost a fortune.
Yeah, I wish they did. Like, and as I said, as long as I can pay for all the bills, film here for Alpha basically for free, hang out with my mates, have a good time, and build my business from here. That's brilliant. And now I have to do that. Like, I have to get out more. Like, come and see guys like yourself. That I didn't know, like, my brand 6 months ago or 5 months ago or 4, whatever the fuck. Like, I have to do that because sometimes I don't know if we're popular or we're not, or are we.
Well, like I said before I met you, I thought genuinely. Until I started owning the shop, I always thought Alpha were American. It wasn't until I started bringing it into the shop, I realised, oh, fucking no, it's an English company.
Yeah.
Or Irish company. So.
No, it's set up here, so it's an English company. But like, for me, what I've always tried to do is make it American. I wanted that perception. Because I still get emails going, oh, mate, can I buy your stuff here? I go, yeah, we're in Gloucester, man. They're like, what?
Well, it's an old brand. It's like Darkside. People think it's American. They don't realise it's fucking Polish.
Yeah, it's Polish.
Yeah. But a lot of people just assume.
Dark Labs,
sorry, Dark Labs, not Darkside. Sorry, it's because we're in your.
It's all right.
But you know what I mean? People assume because.
Yeah. 100%. Well, that's where that's where they cut their teeth. You know what I mean? Like, and did really well. And fair fucking play to them. Like, I don't give a shit like about what people do or putting their brands. I'm just not going to do that. Like, but fair play to them. They made a niche out of it. Because like people have said, oh, what do you think of this? It's like, I don't care, man. Like, I'm going to follow my own path and do my own shit. And fuck, you know, like, the first thing I'll wake up in the morning and go, all right, does my missus want to kill me? No, great.
But then
are the dogs okay? I got to take them for a shit. Then I got to have a shower, and then I go, what have I got to do today? Like, in that whole spectrum, I don't go, I wonder what such and such is up to. I couldn't give a fuck. Until I go to a shop and go, right, this brand's doing really, really well. These products are doing really, really well. Have we got anything that's as good as that or better? Or no, we don't have anything at all. Okay, then that'll maybe make me think. Other than that, I should like that, like fair play to JP, fair play to Storm, all these guys, like whoever, like, you know, Applied, all those guys. Fair
you've
play.
got the majority of the bases covered though. Like for me, in terms of brand aside, in terms of products, pre-workouts are probably my biggest selling products. Obviously a protein of some kind and an amino. and then like your on-cycle support, which you've got with the Synergies.
Yeah.
They're like your 4 main, and then obviously you've got like Omegas,
yeah,
all the health support stuff.
Yeah.
A cream of rice, but you've got that coming.
Yeah.
But you've kind of got all the bases covered.
Yeah, so, to a degree. Like I think it's just, I think what, I wouldn't say affects me. I suppose it offends me in a lot of ways. It's like, oh, they can only do pre-workouts. And it's like, dude, if you look at what we've done, like, thing is, people don't understand it. I've owned other brands and still own other brands and still do other stuff in those brands that sometimes I'll translate over to Alpha. So just because the product's new in Alpha, it might be out 4 or 5 years and I've updated and put it in Alpha because now it calls for that. You know, or I might have like went, right, that product went really well there, but how can I make a better product now and put that in Alpha? So like, those are the type of things that I'll be doing. Or I'll be researching something for myself or for a loved one and go, right, can I make a product out of that? Yeah, I can. Great. Like, I don't think I can do fuck all with hyperthyroidism, but like, I already have a thyroid support product out that should have been out 8 months ago, but will hopefully be out next month. But I mean, like, again, that was from seeing a lot of people have issues coming off their cycles, especially females, and have a lot of issues that could have been avoided wholeheartedly if they just started like a natural support product. I'm not saying don't take your L-Troxin. By all means, fucking smash that in all day. If you have an issue, it's not going to replace medical intervention, but look at other options. You know, and that's the thing for me, is like, look at some other options that might stop that at the root cause and then not, progress onto something that's that dangerous. And like, that's the fun part for me. But I'm like, the problem is like, you're skirting a line, because then someone might say, oh, that's a medical product. It's like, no, it's not. It's all natural ingredients that I can buy in Holland & Barrett. I've just put them together synergistically, use the right levels of it, use these on people that may have had these conditions. I'm never going to say this is going to fucking stop this. But like, it's even like GDAs and stuff. Like, if you be smart with them, they can help a lot of issues that you have. You know, but it's like, oh, it's just a throwaway supplement. But it's not always the case.
I'm a big fan of GDAs, to be fair.
100%, yeah.
Like,
100%. Like,
again, some of them out there are shit.
For sure.
But same in any,
Yeah, and it's like, and even like me saying, oh, some supplement companies band together. Yeah, they do, but I don't give a shit about any of that. Like, I still talk to a lot of different people in the industry when I meet them at shows. I think great. And like, you know, some people I never really spoke to, I get to speak to, like Jack, for instance. You know, and some of the other guys, like, you know, last day when I was at like the PCA one, like, I kind of know some of the strong guys to talk to now, but I got to know them better. Like, so it's like, you know, and like, you know, a lot of people all talk together, but I never really did that, because
their gym's local, isn't it? The Strom gym, isn't it? Coast near here.
No,
I thought it was.
I think they're in. What are they in? Shrewsbury?
Oh, they're Shrewsbury. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was out this way.
No, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because I know Tariq's up there.
Okay.
And I'm pretty close to Tariq. Like, I love that guy. I've known him before he's ever in the industry, when he was a lawyer. So I know him longer than everyone. So I knew him when he was in London. Because, you know, when I was working with the supplement companies, I would fake the 1 month thing as a PT to get the brands into these corporations. And because this is the way they wanted it done. And I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't work that way. I'm finding that out because I just moved to the UK for that. So it was a learning curve for me too. I was like, it doesn't work like that. GNCs don't work over here. This is totally, I need to just get in a fucking car and drive around and fly to Europe and all these countries and chat shite. You know, so it's like a different ball game. Like, but that's something I think I've missed doing and should have done, because sometimes I can be antisocial. And I'd be like,
mate, we can all be like that. I think as you get older, it becomes like that. And there are some, I see some brands where the reps come in and see me once a week, once a fortnight. I've got other brands that sell where I've never ever seen their rep. I speak to them on the phone, but I've never met them. You know, like, but you don't always need to be fair. But
I think it's like, if you have a personal relationship with someone, and I think like nowadays, especially independent stores, like, we bring specific products for stores that we don't want sold online. So like Pumptropic to fuck. And we'll be doing that with certain things going forward as well. And even the clothing line, like, a lot of people want to take that on board. So it's stuff we want to kind of do more and more, and make sure that it's only on our website and in the stores, that they can make bank off of. You know what I mean? So it's like things like that we want to bring back to bricks and mortar stores, because without those guys, we wouldn't have a business. And we have to look at that too. And also the education factor, that I want people to go into my store, and along with those, you know, other British brands that are there, I want my brand to be named. If there are 5 brands, I want my brand to be named. Even if it's named last, it's still in that top 5.
It's still in that 5,
and I want that to be doing. And like, as I said, I will never shit in anybody's brand. Even though, like, I might like some of them, and I don't. Some of them
of course, you can't like everyone.
No, and some of them I don't even know to not like. Some of them I'm nil and void. And it's not even that I don't like them. I think, that was a bit shitty. but that's as far as it goes. Like, I won't be like, all right, if that person comes up, shakes my hand and chats away to me, I will have a conversation, I'll be respectful. I will never turn around, like, unless something is said, like, but I don't really have that with anyone where, like, I've heard anything. I've heard it in the past, and then I've met these people, and I'm like, nah, I'll bring it up. I'll say, I heard this.
Do you know a guy that I like, I've got a lot of time for, and he's been a massive help for me. Have you met Fabs at Power Up?
Yeah, I know Fab.
I fucking love Fabs. And well, he's got Tanker coming out, hasn't he? Like his product, which, I mean, he sent me a few samples, and I mean, I used the pre. I liked it, to be fair.
I used to speak to him a lot. We used to hang out a lot. Like, he'd come up here and stuff, but I think he went off doing a couple of bits and pieces and stuff. And
I think he's been so busy, like, he opened his restaurants and his takeaways, and obviously he's got Tanker Labs coming, and he's got so much going on.
Yeah, he's a smart businessman, definitely. And
in terms of business, fucking hell, he knows.
Genius,
like, when I opened Vision, like, because obviously I bought Vision off another person, and it was doing all right, but you know.
Is that a blonde-haired lad? What's his name?
Yeah, a guy called Jack.
Yeah, I know him.
And Fabs messaged me and he said, "Can I just give you a bit of advice?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Change it." He said, "Get rid of the name, rebrand it." And I didn't change the name purely because it was already known in the area, but I did rebrand. I completely changed the logos, the colours, redone the shop. And when I took a sponsorship, Fabs messaged me. He said, "Fuck them off." Like, genuinely, so I don't go with them. And
but I would heed him, like, because the thing is with Fab, a lot of the time he's no skin in the game with people. He just does it because he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, I think he messaged me a couple of weeks ago asking how everything was, and that's kind of what it is. It's like, if I hadn't spoken to him in 10 years,
he's just a nice guy.
I still spoke to him like I spoke to him yesterday. You know what I mean? Always have time for Fab. And that's the way he is in the industry. Like, he has no issue.
Oh, well, mate.
Save it
for later.
Like, there's no, like, hidden. No, that's just who he is.
He just loves what he does.
100%.
And if he can help someone, he will.
Yeah. 100%.
And obviously, when I said like, I'm not going to be with my sponsor anymore, like, he was like, "Told you."
Yeah. But it's not really a told you and fuck you. It's like,
no.
I just, you'll see for yourself. But like, he's always been like that. Like, as I said,
he's just a straight shooter. That's what I like.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Like, I've always had a lot of time for him. Always will. Anyone says a bad word about him, I'm like, fucking shut up. You don't know the guy.
No, I wouldn't have it. Nah, like, I don't. You know, I've only been in the retail industry a short time, but in the time I have, like, he's been one of the most helpful people in here, and like, you know, and like, I did a post the other day, and I thanked him a few people that have helped me. And someone said, "Why are you promoting another shop?" I was like, "Well, first of all, we're not in fucking competition."
He's not even online.
Wouldn't he? And I was like, "He's in London and I'm in Bedford." I was like, "It's not like we're treading on each other's toes." I was like, and second of all, the guy's help. I don't give a shit if he's next door to me. If he's helped me, I'm going to thank him.
But that's it. Like, it's like,
I don't get it.
But a lot of people see everything as combative. Like, they're like, you know, if somebody says, "What do you think of this brand?" I was like, "Mate, do you like it? Yeah, we'll keep using it."
Well, then use
they
it.
expect you to go, "Oh, that shit, use mine, fuck them." I'm like, no, I don't care.
Like, I've got another. There's a shop in Bedford. It's a health shop. It's like a Holland and Barrett kind of thing.
Yeah.
They do a bit of sports nutrition, but not much. And somebody will come into me and go, "Oh, have you got X brand?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't got much of it because it doesn't sell great. But these are the ones I've got." And they're like, "Oh, but he does it for £2 cheaper." Well, go buy from him then.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're like, but you're not going to match his price to get the business. No. That's my price.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, it's like, I just don't see why you have to be bothered being hateful. Like, because being hateful, like, wastes so much energy. And don't get me wrong, back in the day, I was a right little cunt.
Yeah.
Like, if you fucking, I'd be like, "Oh, that's it." I'd like fucking whirl around in my head. But nowadays, I just couldn't give a fuck. Because, as I said, I have so many spinning plates, bro. Like, if I take my eye off them and put that energy in something else, I'm fucked, bro. Like, I've just wasted my life. I've just put that hate when I could build a new product or bought a new machine.
It's just wasted energy,
Yeah, and I'm just going around in a bad mood. And, like, who am I impressing with that? And who am I, like, that's the thing I learned very, very early. Like, and that's my superpower. It always has been. I just don't really give a fuck about people. Ultimately, in that sense.
Is it going to change anything? Like,
no.
Putting some hate into them, is it going to change? Like,
no. Granted, there is points where I'll be like, yeah, if that happens again, that won't go down like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, fucking, it's too much. I can't be asked to hate people.
No.
Just let them exist.
Yeah, 100%. And even if I don't like them, I just don't like them. Like, I'm going to keep a wide berth. If they ask me for something, I'll probably pie it off. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't give a fuck. But, like, if they make an effort, I'll be like, well, that guy in a roundabout way is trying to apologise. He's either too fucking stupid to actually say I'm sorry, or he just can't figure out how to do that. But it is what it is, man. Like
you're right.
I have better things to be doing. Like at the end of the day, for me, it's like, you know, when we go to an award ceremony and we're up with some other, you know, we were at the PCA finals and I knew we wouldn't win because I knew we're not that popular. But I was like, at least we're up with those guys.
You're in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. We're in with some great brands who I respect. So I'm like, brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, fair play. You know, and as long as you're nominated, fair fucking play. People always say, well, people just voted for you because you said to. I was like, no, I didn't. People shared the story. I already shared it. What do you want me to do? Go, oh, no, I'll delete that off myself. Of course, fucking fair play. And like, as I said, as long as we're up there with some of the other independent brands, I'm happy enough for that. I'm like, cool, do your thing. So, like, and our gym was too. So, like, and then our gym is in another fucking voting thing and our brand's in another voting thing. So I'm like...
You're in the BTS awards as well, aren't you? The gym I saw.
So, like, it's like... we must be doing something okay. You know, and as long as we keep that up, that's brilliant. Like, and that's, you know, if people are voting for us, brilliant.
The fact is, you're in the conversation, and that's the win. Like,
100%. Do I think we have the best gym in the world, the best brand in the world? Not really. No, I think we're doing really well, and we'll keep evolving. We'll always strive to be one of the best out there. And if people say that to us, that has more meaning than me thinking anything. Like, am I confident in what we do? Fuck yeah, I am. But like, do I think there's some other great brands out there? Fuck yeah. Like, I have great friends, especially in America, in some of them brands, like Apollo Nutrition. I love Robic. You know, me and him are fucking really tight. I love that guy. To speak to him on a regular basis. You know, the Wolf Sup guys, speak to them on a regular basis. You know, so like I do have friends in the industry who I bounce ideas off and, you know, see as peers and want to do really well. And, you know, when Wolf started first coming, I was probably the first guys to reach out to them and say, look, lads, keep doing what you're doing.
And they're only young lads as well, aren't they?
Yeah, dude, like they've really took that whole social media and really made it. And like, you know, they send me down some of the products. I'll put them on my stories. Well, I give a fuck. People get really mad at it. I'm like,
who gives a shit?
Fuck.
Well, do you know what? I was looking at them, like when they were doing their top 5 pre-workouts in their shop. Every time they do it, they've always got your brand.
Yeah, they had 2 of them in there last time. So I'm like, that's good.
And it's nice. Like,
dude, it is because like, you know, they could just put 5 of their own products, go fuck everything.
Of course they can,
yeah. But,
well, obviously they're going to put their own product to number 1. I get it. Like,
of course.
Why the fuck wouldn't you?
But obviously that's going to be their biggest seller there because you're going to push.
It's their brand,
people come into here. I'm going to push them to Alpha. If they don't go, I don't really like your product. Cool. People have said, we've got this. You know, we got defib there. We got this there. You know, buy that if you like that. It's a good product. I like it. I've used it. You know, and that's the thing is like if you respect people, like fair play. And I respect everyone in the industry. I really, really do. Even if I don't particularly like them as humans, I respect them.
Like the biggest selling protein in my shop was Medieval and now Angled. But it's because I was sponsored by them. So of course I'm going to push it. Because it's my duty to push it.
100%.
But I would never like not push your brand or not push Perform or not push JP as well. But obviously if somebody says, what do you use? Well, that one.
Because it's truth.
And then it's inevitably going to sell more because people trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
But I think as well as that, like it's just, I think if you just be honest with people and go, I'm sponsored by them. I like the brand. That's why I'm sponsored by them. Like, what's the harm in that?
That's exactly it.
It's really, really weird. But like as I said, just you know, keep doing what you're doing. Like keep building the shop. Like
that's hilarious.
Stop, you. Stop. And that's it. Like as I said, like if you just there will be times in the industry where you meet people who are like, fucking hell, really?
And I'm sure people will think I'm a dickhead at some point. So like, you know,
I'm sure loads of people. Like I am a cunt. I'll be the first one to admit it. But I'm an honest cunt. I'll tell you what. You know, I won't sugarcoat shit. I don't think like, and especially to people's faces. I'll just say it to your face. You'll never hear me go, you're a cunt online. I'll literally just go to your face, I think you're a cunt. Like legit.
That's the way to be,
Yeah, and like if I haven't said that to you, probably don't think it. You know what I mean? Like, or I just don't care enough to tell you. You're not worth my time telling you. You know you're a dickhead, so
you're an oxygen thief, it's not worth my time.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you want to play the game, play the game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like I'm diplomatic in any sense of the word. I just couldn't give a fuck about it. I have too much shit to worry about. And not even worry about, too much energy to expand into positive things than go down that negative route. Do you know what I mean? And if you really want to do it, we can hop in a box ring anytime or a cage. We can go for it.
I think years ago, I used to get hung up on, I hate that guy, I put too much energy in it. Now I'm like, I just won't give you the time of day.
I think what it was, mate, is I learned it really young when I was like 21, 22. I was like very like that. And I found I was wasting so much energy. And the stuff I wanted to get done wasn't getting done. You know, and the things I want to achieve, I was backburning because I'd be like that. And I get it because, you know, when you're working nightclub doors, people are throwing a lot of hate your way.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Like, and especially like we would sometimes clean up clubs and stuff like that. So, I mean, you're not dealing with the nicest people always, you know, and you have to go and have chats and all the rest of it. And you're like, Yeah, and eventually that I'll go, I'll get that cunt. You know what I mean? And luckily, like, I did door work from when I was 16 to about whatever. I can't even remember when I stopped at. But into my 20s to pay for uni and stuff as well. And when I was setting up new business.
I put myself through uni with door work.
Yeah, 100%. I did too. I bought, did really well, bought a house, did everything off it. But the thing about it is like, you know, I got to a point where I just didn't care anymore. Because I was like, I took one punch in the entire time there. I've had like everything pulled on me. Yeah. And I'm like, I got away with it. Whereas the grace of God or skill or a mixture of everything, brilliant. And someone watching over me, brilliant. So I'm like, well, there we go.
Like, it got to a point for me, like I was saying, I was 16 when I started. And then when my first daughter was born, when I was 25, I thought, you know, I'd been stabbed a couple of times at that point. You know, I've had guns pulled on me and I've been shot. And I was like, oh,
it's never
maybe
fun.
it's time. And then,
it's never fun.
So I eased off the doors. And then I did a couple more years doing coast protection. And then, and bear in mind, I was still working full-time in property at that point as well. And I thought, something's got to give. So I stepped away from it and I thought, now I'm a dad, I need to put the risky jobs aside.
100%, because you can't raise someone.
I do miss it to an extent though. Like,
the crack was good. I think what changed for us is the badges started coming in. And you had these like fucking tools getting paid like £4 an hour who couldn't bait an egg, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, fuck.
You're the worst.
And I'm not saying you need that, but you do need that. You also need to be able to talk to people. But if all you could do is talk when the shit hits the fan, and it will, like, Irish culture is a little bit different than over here. People will just fucking have it.
Chin you,
They don't give a fuck. It's like, let's have it. You know, and that's a good thing, because knife culture was there, but not as prevalent. People would rather beat the shit out of you than stab you up. And maybe times have changed.
I'd respect you for that. Like,
100%.
Like I said to you, like that guy when I was on the door once, he punched me, knocked me clean on my ass. You know, but I had nothing but respect for him.
100%.
Had he pulled a weapon on me, I'd have been, you're a fucking pussy.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. And that guy knocked me. Like I said, he's one of my good friends to this day. Like, because I was like, fair play to you, man.
But, 100%.
But
there's nothing wrong with having a couple of fights. Like, my best friend in the world, we sparred all the time. We beat the fuck out of each other. I love that guy. I would die for that human in 2 seconds flat. Without question. If he phoned me in the morning and said, dude, and I know I'm going to danger and I'm more than likely not getting out of this, I don't give a fuck. He's my boy. He's my boy. You know, and we've been through thick and thin, you know? So it's like, you got to have those people too. Like, and none of that was given to me by bodybuilding. It was given to me by different fucking avenues. And like, I missed the crack. Like, the fun was good. Like, it was a different time too, mate. You could have a laugh. Nowadays, everything's filmed every 10 seconds. Like, I didn't have my first phone till I was 19, and it played Snake and sent messages. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and you'd be like, dude, I'm on the phone, and you would pay money to receive a call. Do you know what I mean, bro? So you weren't on that phone that long. Even if you were money bags, that was £2 a minute. Fuck you. Nobody's worth that much. You know what I mean? MMS was like fucking £1.50, and an SMS was fucking 20 pence. You know, you were off that phone quick. There was none of this back and forth bullshit.
And do you remember your phone would only store like 10 messages at a time. You'd have to go back and delete old messages. Otherwise, you couldn't receive any more texts.
You only have 50 contacts, so I had to buy another phone for my friends' contacts, my work contacts. I'm like,
it's ridiculous.
Like, but that was the thing, man. But it was. I think it was a better time because I wasn't raised by a fucking phone. You know, and I didn't have access to stuff.
My kids now, fucking faces in TikTok all the time.
But as well as that, I think you had more respect for people because, you know, you go, I'll meet you there. And you would meet them there. Because even when you had a phone, you didn't want to spend £2 phoning the cunts. Because you'd be like, oh, it's fucking £2.
You'd be there 10 minutes early rather than on time.
100%. And like, if you didn't show up, everyone had fucked off. So the respect level was totally different. And it's like, it's a different culture, man.
It is 100%. 100%,
You know, and I think people are very vapid that way. Like, even that girl with the 40 followers is like, they expect that. They think they're worth that, even though they've given you nothing.
They're entitled.
100%, bro. And you're like, for what? What have you done?
Like I don't care. Like you said, I don't give a shit whether you've got 40 followers or 40,000 followers. If you're going to do something for my business with your 40 followers, you may still do more than the one with 40,000. But don't just assume you're going to get it handed to you.
100%.
Like, just because you want to get a couple of free tubs of protein a month or whatever. Like, it doesn't work like that.
But the best.
And also, she looked like a fucking bag of milk. I was like, come on, like you don't even look like you train.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
But it's not the point, like.
Yeah, I'd rather support a fucking OnlyFans fucking girl. You probably sell more for me than that shit. Like, so it's like, dude, just chill the fuck out. Like, but I've had it before. Oh, dude, I'm doing my first show. Yeah, well, dude, do your first show.
Yeah, congratulations.
Show me what you're made of. Like, brilliant. Like, dude, if you want any, like I said to a guy, like, dude, I'm not going to sponsor you. It's not going to happen. Like I said, we have an affiliates program. Work that. Show me what you can do, and by all means, then and I'm not saying my brand's special. Go with another brand.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, he said, you're just a fucking hater. I go, when have I said you have a shit physique or everything?
No, you're definitely not getting anything.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like, number one, don't speak to people like that. Because I said, one day you might bump into me. And I said, you won't have that energy.
Yeah.
And I said, if you do, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
So don't speak to me like that, you little cunt.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, you're an entitled little fuck. And I said, number three, your physique is shit.
Yeah.
You're not going to win jack shit. And I'm not shitting on your career or anything. You're just not very good.
Yeah, yeah.
But I said, go and prove me wrong and use this as fuel and then come back to me a year's time. And guess what?
Yeah.
If you do really
I'll
well,
shake your hand and
I'll
bring
shake
you
your
on.
hand and I'll give you some free fucking supplements. I won't even sponsor you. I'll give you fucking £100 of free supplements. Go and enjoy them.
Yeah.
But am I going to hear you back? Fuck you. But when someone starts that fuck you shit, I'm like, nah.
It's just...
Fuck off, man.
It winds me up, yeah.
Fuck off. You know, like, who are you?
There's no need.
No, there's no need because I was like, join the affiliates program, show me what you can do. And by all means, because that's the whole reason for that. Because, dude, like, you know, we had a guy before who, when we started off, and dude, that guy had like 10,000 followers. The guy would sell shit like gangbusters.
Yeah.
I've had people 100,000 followers. They do one fucking sale a week.
Yeah, but you get some people that get massive following. Obviously, some of them have bought their followers.
Oh, they have, yeah. Most of them have.
But then also, they might have had one video that's gone viral.
Yeah.
And they've got hundreds of thousands of followers off that one video.
Yeah.
Fair play to them, but they just got lucky.
Yeah, 100%.
But then the rest of their content is shit.
Yeah. Or it's the same shit regurgitated 50 times with a different jumper on.
Yeah.
So it's just pointless.
And it's just...
Yeah, it's
pointless. That's what I mean. I don't give a shit about your followers. I used to have a page, my old coaching page, I had 20-odd thousand followers, something like that. It got hacked, I lost the page.
Fuck.
So I had to start a new coaching page only about 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
So I've only got a couple of hundred followers at the moment, right? Which, that's on I've got a business page and a coaching page. Which I couldn't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
But I put up a post about the other day and I was like, people ask me, how do you do a lat pull down? I can't remember what the content was. But, some guy messaged me, people don't ask you shit, you've only got 200 followers. And I laughed, I was like, you fucking, like, you joker. Like, and I said, maybe if you go to my other page with 20,000 followers, I've got a little bit more intelligence on that page. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, he come back, he's like, what do you mean? And I said, mate, like, my page got hacked. I said, my followers has nothing to do with my knowledge. Like, what about my master's degree in sports science? Does that give me any more knowledge? Or just the physique
that you've built, because like, even though like you say, oh well, I'm never going to pro, I'm never. You're still in the top probably 3 percentile of the country of physiques.
Yeah.
So it's like people have to understand that. It's like not everybody looks like that, or not everybody wants to look like that. So it's like, as physiques go, you're carrying way more muscle than 99% of the people. Like, so it's like, just understand that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just fucking stupid, man. And you can't buy that out of what? You have to go train it.
Yeah.
Just have to. No choice.
My favourite comeback to a lot of them is someone to give you hate, and we all get it all the time. And I'll say, you come back to me when you're 100 kilos plus with abs, and then you can criticise me.
100%.
Until then, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
it's hard, mate, because like you try not to buy into it. Like, and like as I said, I see people that are super famous online have hundreds of thousands of followers, and the amount of hate they get is fucking retarded.
The way I see it now is, whether I'm getting hate or positive, it's still putting me in your mouth.
Yeah.
You're still talking about me.
But you have to think like that. Some people, that can't be good for them.
Yeah. Like, that comes with time. Like, I used to take it all to heart to begin with, like everything. I was like, am I doing something wrong? Like, do I look shit? Like, now I couldn't care less.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%. It's like, as I said, like, you know, with the industry, you kind of have to a certain degree, like, try and support each other as much as they can. Like, and that's what I was saying, like, certain brands support.
It's only a small industry, man.
And that's what I was saying, like, certain brands support each other, and I respect that. I think that's great. Like, you know, maybe that's what I should do a bit more, just like try and chat to people more and do stuff like that. Or does that fit in what I want to do? Yeah. Maybe not. You know what I mean? So I think that's just the way it is, man. And it's like, you have to understand like that there's a yin and yang to everything that you do. If you want to be one way, and like me, I just built my own bubble and I stayed in that for a little while. Now I've got to get out there and, you know, look at what other brands are doing. Whether they're great or they're not so great, if brands are surviving, they're doing something right.
They're doing something right, yeah.
And I think that's the main thing is like, people get to know me more, they might think, he's a wanker, fuck him, I was right in the first place. Or they might think, yeah, he's sound. Yeah. You know, so it just depends.
And that's what I make an effort to meet the people behind the brands.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big fan. If I believe in you, I'm more likely to push your brand in my shop as well.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know the guys at Refined Nutrition? Like Nadeem and Damien?
No.
So I've got a lot of time for them. Like Damien, one of the nicest guys on the planet. He makes the effort to come and see me. We have a chat. I get on really well with him, so I push his brand. Yeah. Okay. I mean, in fairness, they are good products.
Yeah,
but I like the guys behind it as well. So I'm going to push it because I want to support you. Do you know what I mean? Like, But the ones that put zero fucking effort into it, and then message me like, bro, are you gonna give me stop my pre-workout? But I want you to order a minimum 200 of them. I was like, who the fuck are you, man? Like,